Here we go. Well. Welcome back to another Saturday morning, Friday night, whatever it may be. How is everyone? Good to see you in the chat there. Blind Neil Thomas, how are you? Ari sent me a message. He's having all sorts of problems up there. Oh my God, I'll read that later. Oh dear. That's what happens when you're allowed to fly in these places up there. And this is what happens when you ring them and tell you're going to fly. All of a sudden, it becomes a problem. And they do their damnedest up in the marine parks and all that to stop you from flying. But, legally, you're allowed to. So, unreal. So what's everyone been up to? You got that FPV thing going there, Thomas, at the moment. You got a video coming out or what, mate? You've been flying it? I'll be really interested to see that because, as you know, I've been looking into stuff like that, into the little Tiny Hawk, just to give it a crack. So I really something different for me. Be good. Neil, good on you, mate. That's fantastic. Yeah, if you've got any questions too, Neil, anytime, brother, anytime. I'll get that on the Spark and all that sort of thing for you. I'll answer any questions on that for you. What editing software would you be using, Neil? That'll be interesting. Everyone uses something different. I didn't know there was so many out there, to be honest. Tim Jackson, what's going down, brother? Actually, did I send Tim one? No, I didn't. I hope this is the one, mate. No, that's not the one. Shit. Hang on, get rid of that. Won't be a second. Here we go. Copy that one there. Paste. There you go, Tim. There you go. Awesome. Where are we? Editing software. No. Windows. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. I've never used that. I've seen it on there, but I've never really used it. I'm kind of guessing it's a fairly basic sort of thing to pop videos together, which might be okay. There's plenty of programs out there that are free. We're doing a couple of rooms. So my room's full of furniture, and the weather was not good enough to fly outdoors. Yes, mate. Maybe. Everyone's fanging to see your video, mate. Everyone. Oh, yeah, very basic. Yeah. Kind of guessing it was. I didn't get out flying this week, which was a bit of a bugger. I had some time off, but the weather was poo. It was terrible. So I couldn't get any flying done. So kind of pissed about that. I had some batteries ready to roll, so I've got to do the old run them down in the lounge room. It's always fun. Run them down in the lounge room. That it just shoots me. What a waste. But anyway, that's what we do. So it'll be another week, I guess, before I get out. I mean, I've got a lot of footage from other places that I could use. I could pop out, but always like to get out and stay, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ahead of videos being released and stuff. The one coming out tomorrow, that was from 2 weeks ago, I think. So yeah, it's good down at the beach. Beautiful place. So it was really nice to edit that, actually. That D-Log, awesome. I'm loving it. I'm trying to get my new toy working properly. Oh, you got your 3D printer, have you? Should be nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get my new toy. Yeah. Is that your 3D printer? That'll be interesting. Imagine what you could print up with that. Candelo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there are. What is it? What's it called? Mov AVI. See, I've never even heard of that. See, there's just so much out there, man. Yeah, set up, but need to get the flash drive. Oh, you need a new PC, mate, I reckon. Get one that's up to date, mate. Modern one. Ari will do it for you. Hey, Jim, how are you, buddy? Actually, I was looking at your chair the other day, and I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull up an image of your chair, because when I saw it, I was horrified, and kind of needs to be brought to everyone's attention. I laugh my guts out. So I'll wait till Jim gets on here, and I'll show him too, because I think it's quite funny. Video and movie. And we've got Mr. Al Diaz.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how are you, buddy? Have you zoomed in on your camera, mate?
I have a new camera, a little new web camera. That's probably why.
Oh, no, hang on. No. It was the way I had the screen set up.
Oh, okay.
See, it looks zoomed in like that. It looks poo.
Yeah, I know. It looked like shit.
And we have Jim Mateo Drone's chair.
Oh, it's Jim.
Zoomed in like that. It looks poo.
Yeah, I know. It looked like shit.
You got Jim, you got the YouTube on there, Al? Or is that Jim's?
I think that's Jim.
Okay. I'll mute Jim up there. There we go. It is Jim. Always the professional. How you been going, Al? Flying much?
No, I can't fly, dude. The weather is horrible here, dude. I mean, not in terms of like, rain and stuff. It's just smoked out. Got fire burning up in the mountains, and all the fires, smoke is hovering over us. It's been bad.
Yeah, it's not
Real
good,
bad.
is it?
Nah, air quality's crap too.
That's it's a kind of a shame you can't get out, because I'd really, as the weeks progress, your impressions of the Autel, it's you're a bit hit and miss with that one at the moment. From what
I upgraded the firmware like 2.5, and you can't downgrade it. You can't even send it in to get downgraded. No, like DJ has the assistant, you can downgrade it. Can't do that at Autel. But there's a new hack that came out on Autel pilots, and it allows you to to downgrade. So I was able to downgrade back to 2.3.3, and it flies sits in that on that firmware.
So what's the go with the what's the go? Why did you want to downgrade it? Wasn't working?
2.5 was drifting. So before, when I flew the 2.3 firmware, you remember the shot over Santa Cruz when I was flying over the street? I did that purposely because you could fly. I was flying straight, right above the lines, right? So if I tried that with the new upgrade to 2.5 and try to fly straight, it would drift. It would drift to the left, and the camera would drift to the left. And then if you put it in ludicrous mode, the camera would drift in that, where it didn't do that in the previous firmware. So one of those things.
Why would they do that? They upgrade these things. Why would they do that? Capture Life Connection. How are you? Coming in from Canadian Drone Hub. Oh, dude, unreal. I popped in there the other night and had a bit of a chat to the boys, which was really good to catch up with them. Hey, Jim.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, it was really good catching up with them. We had a bit of a laugh, and Tim Jackson. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to I don't know, the stream from 2 days ago.
Tim's new home now.
Hey,
I see Tim in there all the time now. You living in there, Tim?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure whether if he even knows he was there, to be honest. Sorry, Tim. But I did notice something on Tim's chair. Tim's chair. Now, the chair of Tim's has been the subject of many conversations in the past. And there's another asset to this conversation that has to be breached and brought up. Because when I saw it, I don't know what was going through my head, but it looked strange to me. Now, I'll get an image of this chair and I'll pull it up and you tell me what you think it looks like. Now, I'll just find it. Crazy stuff.
You could get expensive on those chairs, man. I saw one. It was $1,400. Recommended by that car guy I watch. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
I know. Yeah, I know. They do. They get ridiculous, you know. Capture Life just made you a moderator. Who have we got here? 3X Drones too. Hey, how are you, buddy? I'm getting some new faces lately. Hey, I'll tell you, I had a yap to you. No, I had a yap to Ron. Sorry, I talked to Ron last night on some of his drive before he went into the dead zone, and he was absolutely knackered, mate. He's been, I don't know how he's doing it.
I didn't know he was in bow season. I thought he was doing rifle. Bow season's a bitch.
He's out there. Yeah, shit, mate. Arizona drone dude. See, I got that right this week, Jim. Not AZ.
There you go.
Hey, good on you, mate.
Only takes 1 week to teach you something.
It does not, doesn't it? Hey, yeah, it stops. My heart stops still. Yeah. I did a bit of an experiment last week, and I put out a video midweek with just some of my phone footage, basically, or where I went for the video for this week. So it was just where I went and filmed and all this sort of shit. Now, what I actually did was just
wait a minute. Did I see that?
I don't know.
That was the behind the scenes of Matt's Magic.
Yeah, yeah, my Magic Pro.
Don't act like it isn't, because I know you and I are trying to be as clear and all that as he is. You know, clarity wise.
I don't think I can ever hit. Not for the. I mean, I video in the afternoon. I can't get cinematic film in the afternoon.
It is tough.
I'm not waking up early in the morning.
No, it's tough as hell. With the harsh light.
I give up.
Oh, look, mate. You know, that's just my preferred time. You know, just with the length of shadows and stuff makes a big difference to filming. But you know, nothing wrong with middle of the day. Anyway,
Shove it.
You're still in my head, Matt. I'm telling you. You're still in my head.
Sorry, dude.
I saw the Mavic 2 4K D-Log. Is that the one?
No,
it was after that. It was after his mountain, his incredible mountain.
That was the latest one. Are you talking about Up the Beach to Double Island?
Yeah, man. Yep.
All right, the only one I didn't see. That's great.
100%, Jim. 100%.
Apparently 99.95.
Oh, look, you know, it's just a bit of rambling on. Now, here's another thing too. You know, we were talking about Adrian last week about his U-Butte comments and all that other shit that he goes on with. Now, this is Adrian's comment once again on my video. Let's have a little read, shall we? Oh my God, all I heard and saw on this video was blah, blah, blah. Geez, someone please call 911. That's the Australian 911 services, which is 000 here. And then he goes, love you, brother Matt, but you have my damn ears burning and hurting. See you Friday night. Thanks for all you do, and please keep flying. So there you go.
So different. It was.
He jumped on the bandwagon of us having fun with you and talking, and abandoned his platform of Captain Drone Brother. Thank God you're flying. Keep it up. The world will end if you stop.
At least I know that he actually wrote this when not copied it.
Right.
I wonder how long it took him to write that one.
And I know, that it comes from the heart. This is what he
does
really
it all
thinks.
on a phone. He's
I
typing
can't
away
believe
on his phone or that. Does he have an iPad?
I don't know. That'd be a pain in the butt on the iPad, man.
I'm telling you. Imagine it on the phone. Every time I type something on this damn phone, it changes what I type. So I wind up having to go back to correct the autocorrect. It takes longer.
I know. Of some of your messages that comes through. There's always a word in there where I think, huh? This guy's losing it. Right, let's see if I can find this image of Tim Jackson's chair.
Blind Neil says turn off autocorrect. But then will he? Yeah, I guess, I don't know, because it asks you.
Apple's phones are notorious for that, correcting what you want not corrected.
Just let me say something here. John Coopy.
Yeah.
Now, on Canadian Drone Hub the other night, we really pushed him into coming on the live show. And he goes, no, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I can't even know. You've just committed, mate. You've just committed. So everyone was hooking into him, and he's going, oh my God, you lot of troublemakers, all this sort of shit. And he's actually popped in here today. Well done, John.
He's a good sport.
That was funny. That was funny as hell. That was a good night, actually. I had a really good. I don't often catch up with the boys on the Canadian Drone Hub, and
they're on early in the morning.
Yeah, like 9 a.m. or something for me.
Real early. Oh my word.
Yeah.
What's with the dog brigade?
That's my dog. They go crazy when the doorbell's ring. Let me mute that shit. I'm sorry, my bad.
That's all right. Now, where are we? Tim Jackson. Where are we? Come on.
You don't know the model of chair he owns? Is that the problem?
No, I don't know the model of chair he owns. Yeah, I don't know, mate. Is this? That's not the one. It's not even the one. Here we go. This is the one. God damn. He does so many live streams. I can't keep up with him. Here we go. John. Here. Oh, poor John. I'll skip that there.
John does a lot of the FPV, and he's one of those guys that isn't afraid to talk about it and tell you. In fact, he had put up shared some Banggood coupons, which I shared in our Facebook group, because I love when people do that, when they share their knowledge, their tips, their ideas with other guys. Yep, like we all do, you know.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You know, there's some people who hold all the cards to their chest as if
Like
they're
it's
the
a
only
state
one.
secret.
What I will do, and I'm sure Roger won't mind.
Oh, play a clip from there? Yeah, he won't care.
Yeah,
It's free advertising.
it is. Here we go. This is us paying out on John. He's actually. Oh man, can you just mute your mic for a sec, Al? Thanks, mate. Good stuff. All right, fellas, everyone in the chat, thanks for popping through, and I'll see you all pretty soon, and I'll see you on Friday night. Yeah.
There you go.
Put me on the spot there. If you plan guests and stuff, and you want to have me on, let me know in all seriousness.
Well, I just did let you know.
I've just got the link. Did you not get the link? John, it's up live now.
Yeah, along with the thumbnail.
Yeah, special guest John Dragon.
Yeah.
And John and Roger.
Oh my God.
I love Desmond. Where's he from?
Well,
Zealand?
I will love to have a chat with you again. Sean.
Absolutely.
No, Desmond. Desmond
Right.
Saunders. David.
Everybody be looking for John this Friday.
Desmond Saunders.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing Friday, Paul. I
We
do.
do. We all do.
I just put the link in the chat, so everyone go across, subscribe, ring the bell, because John will be on there Friday. He would never let down the Canadian Drone Audience.
Wow.
Oh my God.
No pressure, John. No pressure.
Now that he's admitted, because he said it, but he was quite happy to come on, and I've told him that.
Yep, Friday, yep.
Yeah.
Knows the time, the day, yep.
Just let me get my pencil and rub that out, put it in pen. So that was
The next
poor.
stage is blood, John, and once it's written.
That was poor old John. So he actually made it in the chat, which is fantastic. Good on you, John. Good sport, mate. But I'll find this picture now of bloody what's his name? Tim's chair.
Hey, John, check your email so you can have a retort.
I'm surprised they don't have him in here, Matt.
I sent them the link.
Yeah, send the link.
Man's got to have a fighting chance.
He does. He does. He's got to. He's
Get
got to be
back.
able to retort.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Oh, come on. Come on, Timbo. Where's that chair?
Boy, this is, Al, what camera are you using? Your camera looks clear as hell.
This is it's called webcam, some generic $69 camera I bought on Amazon.
Son
It's
of-
supposed to be 4K. It's supposed to be 4K.
Yeah, it's doing a great job. Unlike the $200 4K Brio.
Yours looks clear.
Nah, not really.
Sometimes clear is not a good thing.
True.
In Jim's case, yes.
Yes.
In my case as well.
Now here we go. Now, if you just look at the chair, you just think it's a chair. Now, if you think to yourself, what used to be drawn in most of the library books when you're at school, and have a look at this chair, have a real good look at it. Now, what does that look like?
It's like an H.
No, what did people used to draw in the library books?
Oh, tic-tac-toe?
No.
Oh, penis?
Yeah.
Oh. Al saw that right off. I don't know why.
Tim.
I think that the top of the chair.
Now, it looks to me as if Tim's sitting on a dick all day. Look at that. Tim. Terrible.
Look at the
You
red lining. Everybody got it but me.
Yeah. Tim. He's going to have his dinger out now, and he's going to be covering that up like he said he was going to before too, which he did. But I
Roger
looked at
just
that.
came in.
Oh, hey, Roger.
Hey, Roger, how are you? We've just been talking about you, mate. And the fact that John's in the chat, and now he has to come on, and we have to. Well, he's got to not redeem himself because he didn't do anything wrong. He's got to he's just got to come on and so I can rub him off my list now. See,
It's a rebuttal.
It is. Just hey, I made it. I was there, and he can say that to everyone then.
Paul Murray's here too.
Well,
And where is John?
John got the invite. I sent him the link.
Yep, he's in the chat. He's hiding in the chat at the moment. I think he's.
Adrian just jumped in.
I think he's going to pretend he's busy now.
Where's my link? It's in the email. The link went to email. Adriana.
I sent him, Adrian. I sent his link in email like I do every week.
Yeah.
Probably in his junk mail.
But you know what? The first place I went to look was Facebook Messenger. Remember last week when you said you couldn't get the one for Adrian's?
Hey, Brian.
Yes, yeah. Hey, Brian, how are you, mate? I never got the damn email, of course. You're the only one that didn't.
It went to me. If it went to the whole list,
You wanted it? Did you just send it in Messenger, Jim?
No, I sent it in email to John.
Oh, no, sorry. Okay, Adrian.
Should I
All right,
send it to Adrian?
Adrian, if you want to, mate, if you got it open, that's fine. I can do
All
it.
right.
If not.
Yeah, it's still open.
Mike Kenny, how are you, mate? Because he's been traveling around lately. Oh, ho, ho. Look out, everyone, on your best behavior. Look who we have here. Holy shitbags.
There
John!
you go.
There it is.
Hey guys, what's going on? Well,
Good job.
now, oh wait a sec. Let me get my snowball mic hooked up here.
The famous Yeti. See if yours stays playing. Mine will cut off whenever it wants to. Something about the StreamYards. Okay, Adrian, I sent you the link in the email.
Now Paul will be very proud of me.
He will. He will. And
He knew I wasn't gonna be doing anything on a Friday night. He just knew it. He knew me. Sitting in
That's
front of a
right.
computer messing with drones. He knew that's what I'd be doing probably.
yeah, you'd be somewhere near your computer. That's for sure. Yeah, that was funny as all hell, mate. And obviously, yeah, you know, I just played that little bit there. That was.
I know. That was a hell of a stream. That was a hell of a stream, man. Oh my god.
Send me an invite. You just got it.
Yeah, yeah. It was. It was good fun, man. Good fun. Catching up with everyone again. You know, it's always good. I mean, there's, you know, people get their little groups and their little communities here, and everyone's on each other's lives basically, you know, all the time. You know, and every now and again, jump ship and we go, and it's great to catch up with these people.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
the same folks all the time. It's just doing live streams. John, I've seen a lot on different channels. You know what I mean? It seems like they're all intertwined.
Yep.
It's a great
A lot of the
community,
same
though.
people. We all just kind of hang out with each other as much as we can, basically.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
managed to talk about different crap, though. That's what makes it interesting, I think.
yeah.
You know?
So speaking of that, I was kind of wondering, what do you guys think about this DJI local data mode thing?
What's that all about? I didn't
It first came out with the
Speaking of that, I
government
was kinda
edition.
wondering, what do you guys think about this DJI local data mode?
Oh,
Oh,
Turn it off,
Adrian.
Adrian.
That started
So-
out with the government edition where you could shut all internet access.
Right. Well, Ron Brown posted a video today about, you know, why he was thinking the 64-bit to 32-bit smart controller Fly app thing is delayed. And then Bill Thomas, Coast, said, Ron, it's also going to be delayed because of this, because they're working on this local data mode for literally everybody in the Fly app and the Go4 app. And I was kind of shocked to see this. I literally just learned this like an hour ago. They're going to make it so we can turn on a setting and our data is not going to get sent to DJI. I'm really skeptical of this, but that's where they're going out. They're going out on a limb there.
Well, for 5 years, they've mapped out every country. They don't need it anymore.
There you go. There you go.
But
Yeah,
that
they don't
local
need it.
data mode has been available on enterprise vehicles for a while. All it does is says it shuts down the internet connection. And here's why. Because DJI has been banned from any government agency in the United States has been banned from using them, meaning the local police. And so this could go as far as consumers, too. We don't know. Don't know.
Right, which is, you know, with everything going on and the general sentiment toward China. I mean, we've seen what happened with TikTok, right? I actually brought that up on Coast. It's interesting. If that can happen to TikTok, could the same thing happen to DJI? So the pressure is on And look, I'm glad if they do that. That'd be great. I'll turn it on immediately. I don't need my stuff being sent to them. It's just a gross thing that we all have to put up with because we want to fly some of the best camera birds on the market. I mean, that's it.
Well, President Trump doesn't play. That's all
Nope.
I got to say on the subject. And Matt, I shared a document. When he gets back, he'll put it up. But it's a federal proclamation that UAS technology in the United States is, let me use the exact words here. It's a memorandum for the Secretary of Defense. Domestic production capability for small unmanned is essential to the national defense of the United States. And that was a while ago. When did that come out? 2019, June of 19. That came out. So you're seeing all these companies now. They're making all these aerial vehicles, but leaving us out, meaning the consumer section. There's plenty of new companies out there building USA drones, but they're all for the military, and they're high end.
That's where the money's at.
You
They're
start
high end and high dollar. Yep.
Yeah. You start at 30 grand.
Jim, the police around here are using M210s. I got a buddy that flies one for the police department up in Fremont.
Can I tell you? You know, it's an order, like every order. The FAA says don't fly over 400 feet. Do you follow it? Most people do, but you see guys who fly over crowds. Weren't we watching a video, somebody stream, and the guy flew over crowds the whole time down the street?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that still happens all the time.
It's always that one guy, and then, he screws it up for all of us. Checking out this.
So I guess from what you've been saying is like there's been hints that this is going to be a problem for DJI as far back as 2019.
Yeah, DJI saw it coming. Oh, I guess I got to make it bigger.
Even before, what we've seen happen to TikTok and everything else, that just kind of accelerated the whole thing. But it looks like the writing was on the wall even much earlier.
It says, I hereby determine pursuant to 303 that the domestic production capability for small unmanned aerial systems is essential to the national defense. And DJI saw that and has been crapping ever since.
Tim.
Hey guys.
Well, I'll tell it now,
Hey.
saying that their consumer, or not their consumer, their enterprise brands are going to be made in America. So I guess all these companies are pitching that.
We still have to worry about the parts, though, right, John?
Sure, of
Go
course,
in
you
China,
still have to worry
right?
about the parts. Mm-hmm.
What's the difference of making a car in America if you're using Chinese parts anyway?
Sure, exactly. I mean, something could be put on the board or whatever to
The problem
sabotage
is,
things.
you know what we were talking about, John? You know how we have that Silicon Valley? We need a designated area. Screw the FAA testing with their UTM in Rome, New York. I don't give a damn about the IPP. We need an area here that is going to foster development for building drones and the necessary IMUs. And you've got IMUs now that have triple redundancy in them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and the Mavic Mini has a single compass. Give me a break. We can make this stuff. We just don't. You can make better FPV drones than we're buying for $800 from DJI.
Sure, I would love to see the stuff made here. Absolutely, I would love to see the stuff made here.
Well, look at the Skydio, American made with Chinese parts in it, all sourced from all over the world, basically.
Right.
It's made right here up in Bay Area, Redwood City, about 45 minutes from there north. Small little company.
Assembled in the USA.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I still think the local data mode, if it really is all that it is purported to be, that's going to be a big win for DJI users, and it's going to be it's actually going to end up being a new selling point because there are so many people that won't buy anything from DJI because it logs your information. Well, they kind of just fixed that if I guess we trust them. That'll be the whole other thing. Well, you know what? They've screwed up multiple times with their app. Multiple times they've been caught with their pants down. Just a couple months ago, they got caught with their pants down again, inadvertently sending data to some Chinese social media network, Weibo or some
The
crap like that,
Weibo.
Jim.
The
The
Weibo
Weibo,
app.
yeah.
Weibo
Yeah.
app.
Yeah, they got caught, and it was an accident. I guess supposedly it was an accident, but you know, they've been caught so many times that how many times you get your hand caught in the cookie jar, you can say it's an accident.
And it's over the
Exactly
years
right.
too. And the thing is, with China, if you're making technology in China, you have to give the information access to the Chinese government if they want it. I mean, it's
Sure.
on Chinese land.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Not to say that in the United States that if they don't want some data from you, they don't, if they want it, they'll do what they have to do to get it from you too. But it's not the same. It's not the same. There's much better process here to get that. There has to be a really good reason to get it.
And more hell. Remember when the government wanted access to Apple's system so they
Right.
could open up cell phones on people?
Right. Right. In China, they would have just said, no, give us the key or we'll kill you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a lot harder.
Or we just take you over and and we get all your money.
No, that's fantastic for consumers if they do that. I'm excited about that. I would turn it on immediately if I could.
So what's going on, fellas? How is everybody doing?
What's up, Adrian?
Good.
Hey, Adrian.
Doing good.
John, Mr. Jimbo, Tim Jackson, aka the Chair Jackson. Never mind. How you doing, Matt?
Adrian's been cheating on his Spark again. I think
Actually, no. If you read it, I said I don't have a favorite. I love every single one of them.
I know, but don't let your Spark hear that, mate. Be all over you like a rash.
Fly that Evo 2 yet? Have you flown it again, Adrian?
I did took it somewhere, but I didn't really get that good of a footage. I got pissed off when I deleted it.
One of those. Matt's in your head, huh?
The wind was just blowing too fucking hard.
You got to get me out of your head, Al.
You're in there, bud. Every time I try to film.
Sorry, dude.
It's all good. It's the competitive nature in me. It's bad.
Yeah. You got to go find a mountain now.
Nah, it's not going to happen. Ain't nothing like that looks around here.
Oh dear.
Hey, that one I did that had foam breaking off and going in the wind, Mitch thought that was another drone.
Shut up, Jim. Hey, Steve Carpenter, what are you talking about?
Oh, Lordy. Hey, Roger, how are you? Hey, Matt, have you ever flown Mount Coolum yet?
No, I haven't done Mount Coolum yet. That's on my to-do list. That's for
Mount Colon?
Coolum. Mount Coolum.
That's what Tim's chair's doing.
Does that go with
Yeah,
the chair? Yeah. So if you get out of the chair, do we call you dickless?
Doesn't it? Show everyone again, Tim.
That's a good one, Jim. That's a good one. Hats off to that one.
Hey, fellas, I'm about to eat dinner. I'll be back.
Yeah, turn your chair around. Now look at that. Does that not look like a penis?
I'll leave you with the cup of coffee. I need to make a cup. I'll leave you with that.
You know, I've seen that before, and I thought that. I'm like, I'm not going to bring that up because people are going to be like, "What the hell's on John's brain that he sees that in the chair?" I'm not the only one.
Mate, oh, what's going on here?
Oh, Jesus.
What kind of music is that?
Yeah, that coffee break music.
Now that's he's either going up in an elevator, but that seems to go in line with his chair too. That sort of feel, that music.
I was thinking the same thing.
I love Jim's sign. Lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
You know,
Yes, Neil, and it'll keep on going, too.
oh, Adrian's gone. What's Adrian doing? He's going to have dinner.
He's proper etiquette. He said he has to eat dinner. He went
The
and
hell?
left. So
He usually cooks that and eats it
yeah.
live.
Yeah.
He usually does all the cooking and eats it live in front of us and slurps his drinks and all sorts of shit.
Could be because John's here today. He probably doesn't want to give that bad
Doesn't want to
impression.
yeah. He wants to behave himself.
Look what Bob said. Look what
highly
Bob said.
unusual. Only Matt thinks.
Let's see.
That's what I said, Bob. All I saw was the H, and I thought it was tic-tac-toe.
No,
Yeah, it's tic-tac-toe, right? It's tic-tac-toe.
no. Well, John has in the past noticed that as well. It just stood out. It stood out. And here we go. Mr. Hope.
Oh, Mr. Hope.
Mr. Hope.
Mr. Chris Hope.
Brought the fresh
Yes,
air,
I know.
huh?
Breath of fresh air. I just farted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all
You had
ever
to
forgot
leave
the
the set?
conversation we had last Friday night about 10 o'clock
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
when old Frank used to shit on me? Y'all done forgot that?
Yeah, no. That's all right. We got that. Hey, you haven't got a headset at all, have you? Have you, Chris?
No, I'm up at the farm, man. I'm just come in for a second to say hello, and it'll be probably 30, 45 minutes before I get back home.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
I wanted to see if y'all could see my backyard. I don't know how to turn my camera around.
You take it and move the camera like this.
Okay, smart ass.
No wonder Jim's got a tech show. God damn.
Yeah, I can't ever get on. The panel's always full of smart people. You don't want a dumb one in there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that's one stream that I get intimidated on. I was on it one time for about 2 minutes, and for some reason my phone just cut off, so I had to leave.
Yeah, I can't get this camera to work properly.
Yeah.
That shows you.
Yeah.
Well,
Tech-savvy I am.
Tonight it looks like you just need some more sun.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't ask me why.
Mr. Coopy, how you doing, bud?
Doing good. I see. What is that? Is that the OM? No, that's not the OM4. The family of tech has there. What the hell is that?
That's the Osmo Pocket.
The pocket.
It's the Osmo Pocket. What do you guys think of that OM4? There you go. Crickets, yeah.
I'm not going to buy that. What does it do? Magnetically stick your phone on there or something?
Yep.
What the
That's
hell?
what you.
That's the upgrade, isn't it?
That's the big upgrade.
Right.
It doesn't magnetically connect to your phone. From what I can see, it magnetically connects to the clip that you put your phone in. Yeah. So
you said clip.
That clip's totally clip.
So I got to walk around with a clip on my phone to go on there. And I already got some stupid thing on here that magnetically goes to a ball on the dashboard of the car.
Which falls off, yeah.
Come on. Yeah, it falls off. Yeah.
Well, hold that magnet up to your pacemaker and see what happens.
Thanks, Chris.
It was a weird. I don't know. I thought it was a really weird product to release in mid 2020 when we all have stabilized cameras, and I don't know.
I don't get it. Yeah, what was the purpose?
Well,
really weird.
For that last guy in the planet that didn't buy either an Osmo Pocket or I don't know.
You know what? I like using my phone, although I saw a weakness in it in my last video where I was stuffing around with it in my car with a forward-facing camera. Now that's 4K 60 frames a second, right? And I thought, oh yeah, no worries. But low light, shit, absolute shit. It's really grainy, and I found that in the intro to my last video when I was in the car. Apart from that, no, it's all right. I've got to really muck around with the saturations and stuff and the settings within the camera still, because it still looks a little oversaturated and a bit crappy. But when I put the image stabilization on within that camera, the sides of the image go wonky.
Oh, they go?
Yeah, it looks bloody terrible. When I turn it off, the image is fine, but then you've got all the shaking going on again. So obviously there's a market there for that sort of thing if you wanted to use a phone for that and not the Osmo Pocket and all that sort of shit. Because I have been looking at gimbals because I want to get into a little bit more of the filming with the that's why I got the phone basically, so I could do some more filming with that. But the image stabilization on the phone itself, Not good, dude. Not good. So, yeah, I'm going to have to look at something like that anyway. But there are cheaper options out there, which are just as good. You know?
Let's get Osmo Action or a GoPro or something for those things, Matt.
Well, I mean, I've already got the camera. You know, I've already got the decent enough camera to do these things. Look at that. I'm doing the barbecue out the back. Pulled pork, mate. Boston butt tonight. Yeah.
That's a nice picture, Chris.
Oh, what time, Matt?
About 6, Tim.
Okay, I'll be there. Yep.
Yeah, but
Boston butt. I like a good Boston butt.
yeah, mate.
So beautiful skies, Chris. I haven't seen skies like that for about 2 weeks.
Well, let me hang on just a second here. This is what I really want to show you. Let me walk around here in the front yard.
And
I'll
the
turn-
son of a bitch still has better color than me.
This is off my iPad.
Everybody has better color than you, Jim.
Yeah, you just need to eat right, Jim. You're taking that silver nitrate. It's going to turn your skin green.
Which iPad you using, Chris?
The Pro, the smaller version of the iPad Pro.
Can't you change the camera view on that, Chris, to front
Well, I'm
instead
fixing
of?
to. Well, I can't. You can, but I can't with StreamYards. I don't guess. I can't find the turnaround button. But here's my sunset, Al.
Holy moly! There you go. Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
That's awesome.
I just flew on Greg's show for a minute, so I got some pretty good shots here this evening.
Oh, you had the Phantom 4 up?
Yeah. Yeah, he did his live fly-in this evening.
That's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful view there. Look
Yeah.
at that.
I'm blessed. I got a good view in the backyard and a good view in the front yard.
It's a nice property.
That really is a nice property, man.
And Brother Bob, he was asking, that's the old house. That's my grandparents' old house. I'm in the
On your Rob.
in the middle of destroying it, trying to get it put back together.
Thomas thinks you look stunning, Chris.
Boy, tell Thomas.
You look marvelous.
All right, one more look, guys, and I'm gonna go home.
That's
I'll
nice.
be right back.
Send that sunlight over here, Chris.
Do what, Al?
Send the sun and the skies over here. I
Man,
haven't seen that in
How about red
weeks.
sky, but it's full of smoke.
Oh, dude, you could really do a good drone shot on that tree with that backdrop there. That'd be beautiful.
Yeah, old pine tree. I don't know. My grandparents planted them. Why? I have no idea. But they turned out there's two of them. And there's the other one. I had the Magic Mini on the top of that one.
Did you
Chris,
have
what
to
what part of Texas?
I live east of Dallas, Al, about an hour and a half. We
Okay.
call it East Texas. But we're a little further north than what people really call East Texas, down around Beaumont, Port Arthur.
You fucking knucklehead. Yeah.
Which one? Is Tim.
Tim.
Oh, Tim's got the pinstripe showing tonight.
Tim's got the penis chair going.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
And I'm gonna get
A
it.
little bit, Matt.
All right, Chris. Good on you, buddy. Thanks,
Take care,
man.
Chris. See you soon.
Hey, Chris.
Have a good one, buddy. He's just
Oh,
a
my
nice bloody sunset out there, isn't it?
He's about to drive home in the dark.
Just think of the barbecues we can have in that backyard.
Right?
I let my neighbours know on
Whole lot of
Wednesday
everything.
that I'll be doing smoking up some meat so they don't put their washing out on the line. Don't want to go upsetting anyone. So that's the Boston butt on. And at 12 o'clock, I'll be putting the 2 ribs on. Tell you what.
You know, that used to be like the lowest priced meat you could get. The Boston
Yeah.
butt was like 99 cents a pound until it got popular. Until it got popular with smoking.
That's like the brisket too. The brisket's a shitty cut of meat.
Yeah.
And until it became popular in the smoking realm, yeah, I can pay anything up to $100 for a brisket here.
Yep.
Stupid.
Meat is so expensive right now. It's unreal. Unreal.
Yeah, I spent $150 on meat yesterday for tonight. So
That's okay. That's okay. We're taking care of that. We're building neighborhoods on our farms now.
Yeah, so now meat's going to be more expensive, and we're going to bring it in from overseas because we can't grow it ourselves here.
I'm waiting for them to send me every year. My friggin' city sends me this. It's Water Conservation Month. I am making such a video for that. You could kiss my ass in Macy's window with this water conservation bullshit as you throw up more hundreds of friggin' neighborhoods next to bomb-infested chemical plants, and you're putting up fucking skyscrapers. But Jim, save your water. Only use 2 gallons of water to flush your crap down the toilet.
Jim, do you guys pay for water in Florida?
Big time. You pay for water and sewage.
That's why I use tank water.
Smart.
I haven't said g'day to Art yet. How are you, buddy? And Bob Casey, how are you? I said Rob Glazier, got them there. Brant, how are you? Brant Ariels.
Be right back.
You would have, you missed it the other night, Matt. Art caught a little crap. Did you see that?
Sorry, no, he just pushed his cock straight into the screen. Now, sorry. What was that?
You can't get it off your mind. What's going on with Matt?
I do.
That's why he did it. You son of a bitch. Now, sorry, Jim. What was
No,
that?
you ruined the whole discussion. Forget about it.
Sorry, mate. Oh, fuck's sake.
Let's see. Art was on whose channel was that? Art. He caught some shit. Was it on Ken Herron's channel? Calling what do you call Art? You know, you hang him on the wall. It's art. Stuff like that. He was getting all the jokes. You missed it.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Well, someone's got to get.
Ashley, that 26-year-old girl, stuck her tongue out like she could touch her nose with it. Yeah.
I know. I saw that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that one. Woo!
Oh, gee, Jim.
What show is that on?
Ken Herron's
TNL.
show.
TNL.
Hey,
Art got picked on. She got a little bit. And then that guy who blows shit up, Chris Rollins.
Rollins.
Rollins,
Chris Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looked like a dry lizard.
actually, I haven't seen him for a long time pop up on anything. Jeez. There's just names you just forget about. If they don't pop up on anything, you just forget that. And then someone brings up and go, oh, shit, I haven't seen that for a while.
I got to tell you something. I was sitting here playing, and YouTube did not tell me that you were on. And it was 8:13. I was 13 minutes late already. I don't know. I don't understand YouTube notifications.
Hey, y'all were talking about my chair so big time, and then you looked at John's video, and then all of a sudden you saw a cat jump on his chair. How ironic! We're next to each other too.
Your chair's going to jump screens in a minute.
So he's got the pussy chair, and you've got the manly chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stroke it, George. Now,
The old Johnny Carson joke. Can I pet your pussy? Move the cat.
yeah. What I was
The cat's famous. It's a prop for my IKEA demo screening room.
Unless you've got your Canadian Drone Hub green screen going, where you're patting Roger's head constantly. That was. I thought, oh, geez, that looks all right. Then you're off the green screen. Hang on, that's Roger's room.
Tomas, I am a very busy man. I don't even know what day of the week it is, and you want me to remember it's Friday? Oh, Matt's on at 8. I'm late for my own damn show.
No,
Or stream.
come on, mate. I've got to be the top of your list all the time. You know that. Thomas obviously knows that. You know, he's here. He's here on time. He was there waiting. He was giving me shit for
Thomas
being
probably
late.
the first one on.
Just get Paul to manage you because he'll make sure you remember. I was on because I didn't want to disappoint Paul tonight.
Yeah.
Paul's your manager.
Yeah, Paul just signs me up for things. I was like, now John will be on tonight. And I'm like, what? What are you signing me up for?
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, Paul's a good man. Paul's a great guy.
Yeah, he's funny.
He is. He's Cool. What I was talking about ages ago here, I tried a little experiment this week with YouTube. And what I actually did was that I put out that video. I don't think I finished what I was saying about that, but I put that video out of me rambling on in the car and all this sort of shit midweek. Now, normally I don't do a midweek video at all, but what I did do with this video was just release it to YouTube and not Facebook and not Reddit, right? So this is entirely up to YouTube to what it does with it.
Have you found a good spot on Reddit to actually put crap on?
I was just going to ask the same question.
There's, you know what? It was so confusing to start with. When I saw Reddit like 12 months ago, Kenny Cardoso said, "Yeah, whack it on there, mate," because he pops a video out and he gets like 1,000 views straight up. That's because it's in Canada. Australia's different. Australians are a weird mob. But anyway, so I had a look at it and I turned it off and I went, "This is ridiculous. Where the hell am I going to put shit?" So anyway, I did actually do a bit of searching around. Now I've got one Reddit, like drone footage, Reddit Australia and Reddit Queensland. So there's three places that I put it. And Reddit Brisbane. So there's these places that I put it, and it causes quite a few views and what have you like this. So as it stands, without putting anything else on anywhere, that video that I put out, now bear in mind, within the first 24 hours lately, I'm getting up to like 300 views.
Right.
Now, I put this out the other night, and it's got 68 views.
Well, they've seen your work because the one before it has 431 views. Those 431 people saw your work and said, "Yeah, okay, I'll be back."
Enough's enough.
Do you attribute the views from Reddit or from Facebook?
Absolutely, a combination of two. Now, if you go into analytics, the Reddit's like 68% of the views.
Wow.
YouTube has got nothing to do with what my videos are doing.
That's the same with me with Facebook.
Unbelievable. 68 views, you know, with 700 odd subscribers. I mean, it's not huge a subscriber amount by any means, but you'd think out of the 700 odd bloody subscribers, you'd get more than 68 views, or whether
Don't subscribe.
Yeah, you think so? You would
I
think
get
so.
like 70% views on Facebook. Those people do not subscribe.
A lot of my analytics says it's a lot of the views are not from my subscribers.
It's the same deal. It's the same deal for me. I mean, I have almost 4,000. I have almost 4,000 subscribers now, and the majority of them do not come back. You know, I
Watch
get
your shit. Yeah.
Yeah, having subs is almost worthless.
Right.
It's almost a worthless number.
It is. Absolutely, it is.
And part of that's YouTube's fault too, because when people click subscribe, they're not going to always get your videos, because unless they know to click that bell, that extra step, they may never see anything you upload.
Right.
Exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. And tell me something. If you didn't click the bell, but you've got set in your settings to get notified,
right?
Is it only notified with the ones you click the bell, or is it notified of all your subscriptions?
It's supposed to be of all your subscriptions. I'll tell you right now, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I turned that off because within a day, my email inbox was about 3,000.
Oh, no. I shut off the email notifications, or you'll kill yourself.
What about, don't you have something in your video? Please hit the like button or something like that at the ending. Thanks for watching and all that. I don't think you do you?
No.
Well, I don't have to, mate. I mean, they do it anyway. No, they don't. It's something that I used to say at the beginning of the video. Hit the like and subscribe and all this sort of shit. But I haven't been. Who does it? I don't know. But you know what? It is a reminder to people who, especially on the live shows and things like that, where I can be on, say, Canadian Drone Hub, and someone will put in the chat after I've been there for an hour, don't forget to hit the like, and you go, oh shit, yeah,
right,
and like. It's not just
people need to be reminded.
You do forget. You do forget.
You do. It's
What's your average watch time? Mine is so small. I mean, it's like
I haven't seen that in such a long time.
minute 58 seconds, or maybe less than that.
Yeah,
I
less.
don't know if it's per video or what.
They don't stay for too
It's pretty
long.
low.
That's asking
I
way
haven't
too
watched
much.
I haven't checked mine in a long time. I probably got messages on there. Shit.
Let's have a little look here. I think people are actually reading Adrian's last comment and they're not even going anywhere from.
What's that under?
That's not too bad. The watch time out of these 63 views is 3 minutes 32, which is actually pretty
long.
decent. Pretty
Wow.
decent. Yeah, the video actually goes for like 5 odd minutes. But then you get the conundrum, right? See, this next video I'm bringing out, all the beautiful coastline of the rocks and all that sort of shit is at the end of the video because I wanted to finish it at the end of the video. Are people going to actually get to that part of the
Right.
video to
Right.
see it? You know,
Oh, yeah.
what do you do? It all comes down to how you edit it and what you put in there to keep people's interests and all that sort of shit, you know?
Do you have to put a teaser in? I know what you're saying, because this one video I want to show this park, and then I want to show the friggin' nursing home they're building right on top of it. And are they going to even stay to watch the park before they get to see the point of the video is that the park's being destroyed because we're putting a nursing home up to a park that's on the water? Well, who the hell thought of it? Well, you know, but that's the point.
Yeah, that's just.
Are they going to hang to see that? Literally put a nursing home on. John, it's a tiny little park on the water where people go fishing. They take their kids. It's the only access we have to that river in this city.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting up a goddamn nursing home right in the parking lot of the thing. It faces the people who are dying need to be on the water. You know, with the
You gotta have something in your title that clicks them, that draws them in. Because what do people do mostly? They type in the search button in YouTube for things that they need to watch or need to learn or just want to watch.
I do that when I'm looking for stuff like for the car videos or looking for editing material. I'll go in, type MOV versus MP4, that kind of thing. Other than that,
Isn't your tag words too?
yeah, the tag
Tag
material are the search words, are the search keywords.
But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, though, to really make sure somebody sees something, because people have such short attention spans today, it's got to be within that first minute video. There you go. There you go. Man, I have a 5-minute video of like a drone review, and it's amazing the dumb questions I get. Like, I show the app that you need for the drone at the 15-second mark. I've had 2 comments. What app do you get? It's in the video, 15 seconds. How lazy can you be? The video is 5 minutes long. The app, I show the app in the App Store at 15 seconds. Obviously they didn't watch the video. That's where I sometimes think some of the short watch times come from too. How many people start a video, will only watch like 10 seconds of it and then click off?
That's
I think they're skipping. Do you think they're skipping through?
That also, I think they do. They skip around. I mean, I know in the case of like review videos too, where there's all sorts of stuff going, they skip around. They look for what part they need per se. They're looking to see, what kind of batteries do you use? So they click to that part. So the skipping around messes it up with it too.
Well, you know what? I've done a lot of. Sorry, mate. I've done a lot of looking around for. I see you, Al. Looking around. Yeah, fucking rude bastard. I've done a lot of skipping around on DaVinci bloody
Videos,
tutorial.
Yeah.
Now, what shits me, right? I said, okay, I just want to know a certain bit, right? I want to know whatever, say how to clean up a bloody thing, right? The video goes
God.
10 minutes of bullshit, like, and in another week I'll be doing such and such, so keep an eye out for that one. I mean, I know that's all part of, advertising, but on a video like that, and this is where myself and other people look at the one with the lowest number in that bottom right-hand corner. If it goes for 50 seconds, you're going to click on that one. because that's the info you need, straight up.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need someone's life story. Okay. I just need the information. I don't care that last week I got this in and my cat and that I don't give a crap. Just give me the information.
Yeah.
That's how I'm learning my 3D printer. I'm going because I'm trying to figure out how to get the software onto it and how to connect my laptop up to it, and it's sort of not working.
And yet I see guys with the Raspberry Pi computers on there and a camera and they're watching on their cell phone, their 3D printing working.
Yeah.
I haven't even taken mine out of the box, Tim, since Christmas.
Really?
What we got to remember though is that we're talking about a bloke here who took 4 days to put a chair together. So
and got help. Did he get help from Ari on this one?
I think he. I think he. Well, if you look at the search history in his YouTube or Google account, his search history was how to put a chair together. That would come up multiple times, I should imagine.
Well, there were several curse words in there with that too.
It was.
Hey, Paul Murray's in the house. Paul's here. He's in the chat.
Yeah, he just asked the question.
Your manager.
Oh,
Paul's proud. I showed up. He asked me, has anyone started a video with a short personal narration that tells the viewer what to look for?
Is it that you, Matt?
Have you seen any of Matt's videos?
Isn't that this guy up here?
If he's got a 5-minute video, the first 3 minutes are, well, I walked to the store today, and as I was walking, I saw Mount Makara.
Oh my God.
And don't forget the wink and goodbye when he enters his video.
Yeah, he does it.
And I'll see you all on the next one.
Yeah.
There you go.
The dissertation before the friggin' video.
That would be classic if you did that.
I mentioned it earlier, but I'm not sure if everyone, because as we all know, Adrian's sick of my videos. He just doesn't like them anymore, and
he was the one that was asking you why you did that before you film. Why don't you just film?
And you know what? When he first come in and goes, "Oh, I love the way you intro your videos," with all the information, all that sort of shit. So well, we all know how his attention span goes for about 3 seconds. But I'll read this out again for the people who didn't see this. Adrian Mateo, it's all tongue in cheek, mate. He's only having a crack. But anyway, oh my God, all I heard and saw in this video was blah blah blah. All right, geez, someone please call 911. Love you, brother Matt, but you have my damn ears burning and hurting. Right? See you Friday, brother. Thanks for all you do. So that's Adrian. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What do you do with that one?
That's a big stray from his usual comment.
It is.
Matt,
copy paste to everybody.
Captain Matt, my droning brother, God bless you for making this video. Don't stop flying.
Yeah, I don't know what your video is about, but well done.
Yeah. I still, Rod is my favorite though.
Oh, Rod Piker drones.
Yes. Clip and paste Ron.
See, John knows.
I know them all.
You made the cube?
Yeah.
I've talked about Rod Piker drones amongst my friends more than one occasion. We're just like, we're just like, oh, here's another one from Rod Piker drones.
Yeah.
See, this is why the watch times are low.
This is right. You know what? And if only from those comments, you could pull up the analytics of what they actually watched. That would be bloody tastic.
That would be great,
wouldn't it? But you know what? That's just asking for trouble, because then you start slamming people. But when it becomes so obvious over a period of time, things add up, and you think, hang on a minute.
I am surprised. John, I mentioned it to Matt off stream, the few people who have, what were we talking in Messenger or something, right? the people who put those copy and paste things in there, and Rod was one of them. And as soon as I said it, you knew exactly who I was talking about.
Yes.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Straight up. I know you used to. I started talking. Here we go.
So what's up, Matt?
That guy's a New Yorker. Jim, he makes some pretty good videos. He has some good videos.
I mean, it's not necessarily bad, but like I think to myself, like, what's the point? What's the point of I'm sure all of us don't always watch everybody's video all the way to the end. We'll watch enough to be able to give a comment, but like,
yeah, we do.
What's the point?
Watch them all, man. What are you trying to do? You don't
every video all the way to the end every time. Watch every video.
Yeah, but Tim, you got nothing better to do, mate. The thing is with
but with the people like that, they're not watching at all. They're just that's it, and then they move on. Like, what's the point? Are they trying to build a network that way? It's just
I'm only shitting with you, don't you, Tim?
I'll tell you what, John, though, you do tend to go to the channels that comment on your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I do make sure I go to those channels that comment.
This is what I do, and that's the time-consuming part about this. So I'm kind of glad that I don't get 300 freaking comments because it would just be impossible to answer everybody. I'm running late enough as it is with the comments that are there. So, anything more than that just becomes a freaking nightmare. And this is where the auto answer thing comes into it. But you don't want that. You do not want that because that is less personable than hitting the like and the love freaking thing.
That thing Matt, I'm a little bit different. I feel like I'm compelled to reply.
See what Ari said, Matt?
Absolutely. And this is what I'm saying. But if there was 300 comments, I'd be there.
True.
On one freaking video, and then going to their channel, which I like to do. Because they've taken the time out to do stuff for me, I'm going to go there and have a look. And this is why I lose contact with a lot of people, because if they don't comment, I forget about them. And I don't go to their channel. And the next time that I do visit their channel, I'm finding myself, oh, my God, I've missed 6 videos. And then I feel like I have to catch up on them too.
And it's very, very time-consuming. I mean, you can be like, oh, yeah, just 10 videos and I didn't comment at all. It makes you feel bad.
It does.
I can tell you right now, I don't know when I last got a notification for John Coopy, yet I get them for a channel called R5. I don't understand it.
And you know what? Admittedly, Jim, I don't remember the last time I got a notification for yours, and I haven't been on your channel recently at all. So, I mean, we're both just as bad.
I mean, that's how bad they are.
Well, I mean, this Jim's channel's got the police surrounded it saying nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Hey, Matt, am I lagging at all?
Sorry?
Am I lagging at all? No?
Okay, so Jim, here's the problem. I just checked your channel, and I have put the personalized bell on. I don't have the full bell. I don't have.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
This is even worse. This is exactly what I was talking about. They've not only made the bell, you make it so you have to subscribe, and now you have to make sure you click the right bell. So there's 3 different options now. You can get personalized notifications, and you can choose to get all notifications. So it's not just click the bell. You see what I'm talking about?
It says subscribe to your channel, but I don't see the bell. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see it.
Yes. So if you click that bell, you have the option of all, personalized, or none.
I do all. I just hit all, but I still have not gotten a notification of you yet. I'm pretty damn sure.
Now I have you on all. But this is why subscribers just almost don't even matter, because who knows if they're going to see your stuff. I mean, I'm subscribed to you, and I almost never see anything from you. I can't remember the last time I saw something from you.
Okay, John. Let me ask you something. Right? What's your channel name here, guys? Because you asked me the other night, because you obviously were subscribed to me.
It's his name.
But you didn't know. Okay,
right.
But you didn't you didn't know what my channel name was, and you're subscribed to me. So, you know, that subscription, I mean, although it adds to my subscription count, it doesn't add to my views, you know, and this is, I'm not having a go at you, John. But this is where it all falls down with all these subscriptions. If there's no bell notification, then it does not lead to views at all.
Yep.
But
I
even if
agree.
there is, I mean, I've got 2,000 subscribers. Like John Saint, you're lucky if you get 25 people commenting, and it's your same 25 that you go and see theirs. I mean, YouTube's got you locked into this little environment.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find your channel. Here we go. I'm not even subscribed to you, John.
Oh,
I'm subscribing to Bell Says All, and the only way I saw your last video was because it was on Facebook.
Okay, so
so
what
I
I'll
try to
do-
make sure I post a lot of stuff to Facebook because I know if people aren't getting notifications, they will probably see it on Facebook.
That's smart. I really got to start doing that.
what I'm going to do, I'll just put one of John's videos up. This is what I do. If I'm going to subscribe to someone, I'll put a video on, and I'll play it for most of the video, depending on what it is. I might watch the whole thing, but I'll play the video because if you don't play the video and you just subscribe, sometimes YouTube looks at that as a bogus bloody subscription and doesn't even count it. So
And-
I like that.
If you don't watch the people's videos for like a month, they'll unsubscribe you.
Well, you know what? I don't know if that's true, because
gonna
if
say,
that
is
was
that
the
true?
case, then I wouldn't.
Well, that's
I wouldn't have any subscriptions, mate.
I wouldn't
Because-
say it's a month. There's something though that causes people to be unsubscribed because I've been subscribed to channels that I know I put the subscription on, and then I check them. Say we have one of those, promote your local drone channel nights where I click on the channel. I'm like, I would know I was subscribed to this person. How did I get unsubscribed? But then I will check channels that I know I haven't been on in over a year, and that subscription is still retained. So there's something in the YouTube algorithm. It's not necessarily 1 month or 2 months or anything. Something is saying, remove his subscription. We think that's like a click ring or a subscribe ring subscription. Something does it. Something does it, but it's not definitive.
Yeah, probably not a month. Okay.
I like this. I like this X450, John.
But it's definitely done, Tim. It's happened to me.
Yep, me too. Me too.
Me three.
Since I don't see them, I'll put their name up in the search bar, and when I go to their channel, I'm not subscribed.
Right, happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Jim, thanks again for sharing my little coupon video with your group. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed. Guys who put that stuff out.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I didn't know how anyone was going to react to that video, because I know some people don't like BG and all that, but I'm pretty upfront. It's like, hey, these are the codes. This is what I do.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy from here anyway, I appreciate the help. I'm not forcing anybody to go anywhere for it, but.
Yeah, thanks for that, John. I got that thing too.
Oh, did you pick up the radio?
I didn't order it yet. I gotta wait. I gotta save up probably 2 more weeks to get that.
Oh,
I spent
okay.
$1,000 on my 3D printer yesterday, so I need to make that back.
Why did you spend $1,000? I got mine for $300.
I was just gonna say, how did you spend $1,000?
He's in Australia. That's why.
Australia, mate.
Even if you live in Australia, how the hell did you spend $1,000 on a 3D printer?
Because a can of Coke,
It's Australia.
$10.
I mean, the Ender 3 Pro, Jim, what? It's only like 200 USD?
Yeah, I got mine for which is supposed to be the Ender 3 Pro cut ripoff. It's Solvol SV1. I got
How
it
much
for $299.
How much do you think these are? 20 cigarettes. They're called TaylorMades over here. How much do you think they are?
Well, in New York, they're $11. Here, they're $4. I don't know what they are there.
Times 3.
12 a pack.
They're about $30, almost $30. It's unreal over here.
That's enough
But-
to make me stop drinking.
But economically, it's the same. Economic.
Well, dude, what 3D printer did you buy still? That's what I'm wondering. How did you spend $1,000 on 3D printers?
Adventure 3.
Really? The Ender 3?
Yeah.
No, Adventure 3.
the Venture 3.
Yeah,
It's just the same thing.
Flash Forge.
Really? Steven Seagal? He's so ugly.
And he's a fat bastard, too.
The young, I think he meant the young Steven Seagal. Wow.
Oh my god, that's good. I like that.
No, he didn't mean the young one.
Oh, that's good. That's gold.
Good on you, mate. Okay. It's funny you should say that because when I was over in Bali, they called me Steven Seagal over there, the Balinese people. Steven Seagal, Steven Seagal.
Now, wait a minute. Shut
And
up.
I bet you took advantage of it too.
Bob Casey wants to know, John, what that personalized button does. It's when instead of hitting all, if you hit personalize.
So I'm guessing personalized, probably like I don't know. It probably it's another algorithm game. They look at what you watch and then they try to throw you videos from that person that they think you're gonna like. Which that's no good because again, you may if YouTube says nah, they're not gonna like this video because whatever, then they never see any videos by you. You know, they've made making sure that you're getting videos from people so multi-layered that it's no wonder subscribers have become worthless.
Yeah.
Koopy, are you monetized, John?
On a couple videos, not most of them.
What about you, Jim? Just curious. No. Yes. No.
Man, I'm just checking out this X450. What a little beast.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Do you like the Mavic Air 2 footage of because that's what I used to record it.
Yeah, I saw the drone up there, floating in the distance there.
That's the MA2. That was interesting. I thought that came out better than I thought it would.
That's fantastic, mate. That's fantastic.
What I should have done was make it follow it. What I should have done was try to make it follow it with Active Track, but I couldn't really set that up.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be too small to track.
That's what I was worried about.
It would disappear, and to fly I suppose, although it's different because you don't have to really keep your airspeed up to keep that thing in the air because you can change those props. So you can actually slow it down, and probably you might be able to do an active track with that. But failing that, it'll lose it really quick if that thing's whipping around. There's no way.
What the hell?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing anything with it because it broke.
Did it?
Oh yeah, it's at the end. I bitched hard about it.
I'm not right at the end. I'm 5 minutes and a half into your video.
Well, at the very end, it broke. Unfortunately, the servos are cheap as hell.
Yeah,
really a shame. Really a shame.
Hey, tell me something, mate. What's speaking of watch time and all that sort of stuff, right? Now I've sat here for well, actually it's going into the end now, so nearly 6 minutes there. What's your watch time, average watch time on that video? Because
take a look.
That video itself, pretty interesting,
Let's see. What's the watch time? Usually I get like 3 minutes of watch time on my videos. Let's see. I didn't put an intro in that one though. If I add an intro that's like 30 to 45 seconds long, that'll boost the watch time. Let's see.
Not in my case, hey Jim.
No. Killing yours.
Well, John, your videos are more like how-to videos, kind of review type. See, I could see that, but I just post videos of flying and stuff. Not too people care about that.
You should check the video where he crashed and he's cussing in it. Well, he said something really that was pretty funny.
All right, so my watch time is, let's see, average audience retention, 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Wow, so that's like 40%.
Matt, and that's what we were talking about. You're making a 3 minute friggin' video. Here, look at this analytics. 3 minute friggin' video, and people can't stay to the end. It's 2 minutes and 33 seconds, the entire video.
That's
30% stayed to the end. 22%.
How true is that? I don't believe those analytics. Some of them just seem too far fetched. The numbers don't seem right.
That looks like a speed test on my internet right there.
Well, I do have a question. I was thinking about this. If you leave a comment and then somebody comes to the video to read that comment or reply, and then they don't stay on the whole video, doesn't that also contribute to that? It's every single watch, right? That could also really bring down the averages, I'm thinking.
If they just come for a few seconds or come back.
Yeah, to reply to a comment or something like that.
I don't know.
I was thinking that.
But see, it says 58% is from YouTube.
Dennis Lovelady.
Huh. That is odd.
Margie.
What's up, Margie? Margie staying home.
Hello, Margie.
Who's Margie? She looks.
You don't know Margie? Where'd John go?
John.
You don't know Margie? Everyone knows Margie. Everyone knows Margie. She is. She's my favorite YouTuber, apart from Jim.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Adrian.
He hasn't even come back from dinner yet. It's going down.
Oh, he'll be back. Yeah.
Oh, look at that,
Margie.
man.
Hey?
Look at the chat. What Ari said. Ooh, you in trouble? Yep.
Notice as soon as you go out to town, someone sends you links to their live stream.
Who said that? Who is that?
Sorry.
Post out the screen.
That's bad, man. He's gonna kick your butt.
I've done that, John.
He's only been gone 5 minutes, and I've forgotten him already.
Harry who?
Oh, Lord.
I actually, I didn't think he was going to be in, what do you call it?
Australia?
Yeah.
Jesus, Jim. I like that Australian hat that you have in the back on the left of you.
It is, too. It's a Bama hat.
Yeah. It's a Cobra, looks like. A Cobra? No, that's not a Cobra.
I found the thing it came in. It's actually got instructions for you just folding it up.
Put that puppy on. Let's see it.
Yeah, I used to have it. Yeah.
And you stick it in your back in the pocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great little hat.
Well, you can put it inside your dry as a bone, too.
And it is waterproof.
Yeah.
You're not going to model it for us, Jim?
Oh, I've had this baby on.
Well, I've never seen you with
I
it
love
on.
this hat.
Oh,
Yeah, this
there
is
you go.
I mowed a lawn in this baby.
Now you just turned into Crocodile Dundee right there. Boy.
Dundee. That's right.
I'm just going to spark up another web. It won't be a minute.
I'm
Spark
gonna.
up another
get into
web?
the-
What
I'm
the
getting-
hell does that
What does
mean?
that even mean?
I don't know.
Where's Tim? Tim, what did he just say?
What did
Spark up another weather.
Yeah, what does that mean? Spark up another web.
I think it means he's gonna smoke a.
Oh,
or go to the bathroom?
No. I don't know what it means actually, but I think it means coffee too. So I'll be right back. I'll leave you with this beautiful chair.
So,
Yeah,
Jim, I was going to ask. I think I asked in the chat. I don't know if you had answered because then I had to walk away. But I think the last time we were on live, you were talking about your horrible, hellish DJI support experience with that big old drone.
Yeah.
Whatever happened with all of that?
It was a do you want it back or not situation. That I had to pay the money. What was I going to do?
It was hostage. Yeah, that's what I
They had
thought.
already broken it apart and all that. And I don't know if you had followed any of that, but I had sent them a drone with 25 hours on it in perfect shape. They broke the friggin' thing apart and sent me 12 pictures of like, what the frig is that? And a $3,000 bill.
I remember all of that. Yep, I think you showed all of us when you were on Coast, the pictures, everything. It was so clear that they had broken it, and they were basically holding you hostage.
Yeah.
I know at the time we had you on because you were trying to get the word out, get traction on social media and all that, but it just wasn't working out.
he had the guy on his show. I'm surprised the guy didn't show up again.
Oh, Rocky Mountain Unmanned Systems.
Yeah.
Basically, he was saying the dealers are stuck with DJI tells them. Dealers can't do any more, for you than you can do for yourself. That's insane. And that's where a U.S. company would have made the difference. You know that, John?
Yep.
It really would have. would have said no. Everybody would have got on that. You know what? You
Yep,
spend-
absolutely.
It's not a small amount of money we spend on these things. It's our whole entertainment dollars that go on these, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that M210, it cost you what, about 15,000? The camera and everything, probably more.
More.
Yeah, I mean, it's just completely unacceptable for what he had to deal with.
And trying to communicate with DJI was insane. I even emailed their lawyer and 2 of their engineers. One of whom was laid off because of COVID. That was interesting to find out too.
It's Tim I'm rapping.
You know, they found out they took that $112 million hit from their own employees. You remember that, John?
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's
They were
communist-
embezzling the parts. They were embezzling money for parts.
Yeah. That's a communist country. I wonder what happened to any of those people.
Probably dead.
Yeah, do we want to know? Yeah. I don't know what the hell Tim's doing.
It's a table for my 3D printer. It's going to go right there.
Oh, okay. This is you picked the perfect time to set it up.
Yeah.
I've got to get a 3D printer at some point. I keep putting it off. I keep bumming on parts off of people. Like, hey, can you 3D print me this? I'll pay $5. I've been doing that way too much.
Hey, Ari. How you doing, bud?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh yeah, Red Ruby. He never contacted me again. You know, he was going to get back to me, John, and work something out. Bullshit.
Wait, who was going to work something out with you?
Rocky Mountain
Sorry?
Unmanned Systems.
Oh, right.
When you're done with DJI, see, DJI doesn't screw you. I'll use the word screw. Doesn't screw you in one form, okay? It might be you buy their aircraft, then they screw you on the batteries, then they screw you on the accessories, then, you know, it's $2,000 for a camera, and then you buy the lenses, and it just goes on and on and on.
Right.
And
And
that
what
was out
you'd
the
expect. But I mean, this is not. See, what appalls me is this is not consumer stuff. This is professional grade stuff. I mean, stiffing you on that and doing that. What were they thinking? Like, I expect this kind of crap on the consumer end. I expect that. I don't expect it in situations like yours. The way they treat you was absolutely shocking to me. Absolutely shocking.
You know, you're right. On the consumer end, I have a Phantom 4. I've got a Mavic 2 Pro. I don't care if I send that in and you send me a refurbished one or a new one. I don't care. But on something that's high dollar, I want the same one back. It only had 25 hours. And it turns out, according to their board, it says it's a 2017 drone. Where's the safety reliability that's going to be put on me if this thing drops out of the air?
Exactly. Well, again, what are they thinking? And it's funny we talk about the consumer versus the pro. I've seen people actually pretty happy with DJI's consumer end lately. I mean, Drone Pool got a defective Mavic Air 2, and he sent it in, got a refurb, and it was good as new. It was honestly good as new.
Mike
Fast
Kenny,
turnaround
who's in
time and
the
everything.
chat. Mike Kenny was in the chat now. We were talking about his drone video wouldn't focus when it was zoomed in. DJI called him from China.
Wow.
See if
DJI
that-
called you without. Wow, that's incredible.
You know what? There's varying stories with that too. Some people swear by them and they have the best experience ever, while others don't. And that goes with cars too, when it comes to warranties and dealerships and all that sort of shit. Some people will swear and they'll only ever buy their car from that dealership because they're awesome, and you'll get another person who will say, I'll never buy a bloody car there again. So,
I'm a cheap bastard. I like to save up my money and buy something quality that's going to last for a couple of years. That's why I got the Yeti mic. I thought that's why I got the Brio. And here's the kind of shit I hate. I just bought in January the GoPro 8 with all the kit, and now they're going to come out with a GoPro 9.
That's what they do, though.
It's 10 months later, you assholes.
they are the Apple iPhone of the camera business because nothing fits the next model.
Right.
And You got to buy more shit.
All different batteries every time. GoPro does it too.
Oh, that charger? No, that don't work anymore. We'll get another charger now.
Jim, that's why I'm cheap too, and I like to try to wait. If I know a product is old like that, I'll wait to get it unless I really need it. I'll try to get it on sale. Like that DJI system, the FPV stuff. It was $640 for the 2 air units, the goggles, all that crap. If they come out with a new one in January or something, I won't care because I know it'll be way more money than what I paid for it.
This Matrice 210 that I got, okay, I can take an X5S camera, and I've got 4 different lenses I can put on that thing. They came out with this M300. It's got one camera that's 20 grand that you buy. That's got the thermal camera, the regular camera, and the other one. You can't change lenses, and you can't put any other camera on that Matrice 300.
It's the same as X7, Jim, right? The X7, the lens are proprietary. You can't use any other lens.
Nope, and you can't put that on the M300 either.
No, see.
And the Crystal Skies, they're not making them for new units anymore. They're giving you the controller and the Crystal Sky in one, calling it a smart controller. But it's smaller than the 8-inch one we have. Thanks, Ari. Keep it just like that. I love not hearing you.
Yes. Still can't hear you, all right?
No, we hear him fine. Is he in the bathroom? What's with the captain's there?
So Tim, that's the printer right there.
He's on the crapper.
No, I can't hear you, Ari.
There's no crapper. It's the bed.
I was gonna say, Tim, that's the printer right there, is it not?
He's getting mad now.
Right there. Yep.
Right there. Ooh.
So I needed to buy this, a flash drive. It's 32 gig, so I can transfer all the prints. Put it on here, put it into there, and then print.
What's the average time on a project when you print it? Just say something small. Is it
just
pretty fast?
This right here took 10 minutes. So
what is it?
It's a little cute
block. It's a test block.
Oh, okay.
It's a test block, yeah. Okay. No, that took like 10 minutes.
Nothing, Ari. Nothing, mate. You got no audio.
No audio.
And he built your computers, Tim? I don't know about that.
That's a smaller footprint there, John. I got the open air one, the Sovol SV1, because it had the larger base plate area. But it doesn't have a casing. And the reason you do that is to keep heat controlled.
Oh, okay.
Already answered.
I was gonna say, Tim, what are you thinking of printing?
What do I
what did you primarily get it for?
What did I get it for? My drones, to make like leg extenders or friends if they need any. Yeah. Yoda. My Star Wars.
$2 on eBay, those leg extenders.
Good buy there. Solid purchase for $1,000.
Yeah, see, being in FPV, I kind of need prints every so often, and on more than one occasion, I've been like, damn, I wish I just had a 3D printer because nobody actually sells this thing that I need. I'm gonna have to bum it off of somebody else, get somebody to print it for me.
Well, now you know who to do it. Except the mail to Australia will be
Yeah, I gotta keep my list of people to bum 3D prints off in the United States. I'm sure Tim would be happy to help me with it if he lived here, but
what you need?
No, I mean like I got a whole set of prints for me to be able to put my DJI Air unit in my old Armatan Chameleon frame that Ethan printed up for me. He's printed me up mounts for my Cinewoop. He's printed me stuff to hold my Crossfire antenna. I mean, he's always been helping me print shit.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get Marcel to show me and teach me some things.
There are some good channels on teaching 3D printing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was one was called Shep, CHEP, I think. I was looking at that channel.
Which one?
We got Marcel in the bottom left here. Is that
hey, where's Marcel?
There he is, bottom left.
The
Marcel Musso.
the mime down there.
He's getting mad. Look at his face.
He's
He's
letting-
getting really red.
He's letting his finger do all the job.
Oh, yeah.
He's turning red.
That's orange.
That's his. He looks like the blonde Santa there with that red top on.
All right, Harry, I hate to let you know it's this simple. Turn the mic on.
Yeah.
Jim, you're the
He's
guy-
saying, okay, wise ass.
You're the one telling Ari how to do it when they have
Yeah,
the time.
Get a pen and paper. Write to us. Like, write on pen and paper.
I got a pen and paper here, John, with your name on it. I've just crossed it off. So that's that was that was from the other night. So well done. Big tick there. Big tick.
Thank the great Paul Murray for setting this up. It's really the credit goes to Paul.
That was funny.
Your manager, Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, he lined it up. His people got in contact with me because I haven't got my people. So I'm not up there, you know. So they got in contact with me, lined up a time and date, and obviously they sent you the details as well. So well done, Paul. He's really good at that. Particularly to come back in. There you go.
I see Peter Carroll's picking on Ari too.
Peter Carroll. Peter, how are you? I didn't see you.
Is Peter?
Peter's having a go, is he?
Yeah, a little up further.
Thomas, Peter Carroll.
So, have any of you guys doing a spin up thing tomorrow in the morning? Watching
That's
it?
like 1 a.m. here. 1 a.m. here.
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
that's like
I'm up.
it's early here too, Tim. I'm not up at that hour.
Starts at 7, doesn't it? 10 o'clock your time here. 7 here, 10 your time. No,
I'm not up at that hour. No.
really? Holy cow!
I get to bed at like 4 in the morning. Are you kidding?
Wow.
What time is it there, Jim? It's 10 o'clock, 10 to?
It is 10 to. He says Peter Carroll says, Tim, you're going to be printing your autobiography.
Say that again, Ari. Did you say anything?
Oh, what? Did you actually hear something?
Yes.
Yes.
Can hear you,
There you
Ari.
go.
Problem is, guys, this used to be my desktop computer. You know, it's the notebook that I had before I built the desktop. So everything is configured for external microphones, blah, 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 blah. And I had to find the problem.
It's called going to settings and turning the mic on.
Oh, look,
Hey,
that's
Jim.
pretty rich. That's pretty rich for a guy who can't even shoot.
Oh, yes.
Can't even-
That's 2. That's 2.
Oh my.
where
Guys, I've probably got internet on about a par with Tim Jackson, so I don't expect the best of quality. And no, guys, I'm not sitting on the toilet. I'm in my little bedroom here, but the whole little cabin's a bit of a minimalist nautical theme, so everything looks like the inside of a vessel or a shitter. Yeah,
Sounds
a very
great.
high class shitter.
And yet your camera is still clearer than Tim Jackson's camera.
Yeah, it's just a little inbuilt one with the notebook. Hey, Ray Kelly and Alan.
Yeah, it's just the crappy little inbuilt one that's better than Tim's U-Butte one that he bought that I told him not to. Anyway, we won't go into that.
We told him not to.
Talk about a non-focusing son of a bitch. There it is, right there.
Yeah. You look great in 360, Tim. 360.
Find another one.
All right,
You put it
seriously.
together, you'll double your frame rate.
Am I lagging right
At least your camera isn't like mine, where the lighting is just like, well, what's it gonna do?
No, you're not like it,
I know.
Tim.
Look at. I put my hand up and I see. You can see my face is not white. How
You
the
know
hell
what?
does that happen?
It's utterly gorgeous here today. 45 knot winds, but at least it stopped raining.
now? Holy shit.
Yeah, we thought some weather was heading that way. I'll tell you what, if you go flying though, Ari, make sure that you put one of Tim's batteries in because you don't want to lose your drone and one of your batteries.
Well, I did actually. I did a brief live stream to Facebook about an hour before your stream started, Matt, and in the wind, the bloody smart controller, I don't know how to shut the alarm off on that. I got sick to death of the high wind, high wind, high wind.
That's that and that goddamn. Well, yeah, I'm telling you, everybody was excited about that ADSB. I've had that bullshit for 2 years. Oh, a plane's coming. Descend soon. Get off my screen.
Yeah, plane's coming. It just left Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
Look out! Nobody wants to see you cheering off.
Kiss my
I
ass.
tell you, you cannot get away from the drone routine, can you? I wandered out of here, out of the cabin. Mrs. was still asleep with the Zoom under my arm, thinking I'll get a few minutes footage. I hadn't even taken off. This guy comes up and says, "Do you mind if I film you taking off?" It turns out that his brother lives about less than a kilometre from me down in Brisbane, and he just bought a Mavic 2 Pro this week. So, and he's already on his second one because he ripped the arm off the first one. So looks like I'll have some more company down there.
Unreal. There's so many crash drones selling at the moment on Marketplace.
I'm just going to try not to add to it, but look, I don't think I'll be flying too much, guys. The weather reports right through between moderate and awful winds. If I get down to moderate, I'll try and get a flight in. I had given up on flying on the Barrier Reef as of a couple of days ago. It was a case of you're allowed, but here's this 228 pages of restrictions we'd like you to observe, and I sort of put it down to too hard. Then I got a call from them on the way up here on Friday saying, "Oh, about your inquiry, how much does your drone weigh?" And I said, 907 grams. And they said, "Oh, no, in that case, you don't have to worry about the aircraft exclusion zones and the noise zones." And no, but you'll have to, they wouldn't commit themselves. You'll have to make your own decision, but I think you may well find that you're allowed to fly.
Of course I am. You're wrong. I was just being polite.
Ari, how come you have to go sit through so much tape? But Matt can fly over a mountain that's 700 feet high.
Yeah, Matt does whatever the hell he wants. How come you can't?
Yeah, it ends at the shoreline, Al, and it's a bit of a weird thing. It's one of these things where you've got a half a dozen different bodies that all have some jurisdiction. I will forget, I had to get permission from the Great Sandy Region Marine Authority because that's the coastline, which is literally 40 meters that direction.
So you're saying Matt doesn't do that?
No,
Sorry?
Ari's just a commercial pilot that does things the right way. Matt, on the other hand, is just
Matt didn't have to do
shoot
that.
from the hip.
No, Matt wasn't over the water. And, I had to get 3 different marine parks to sign off on it and plus pass the CASA requirements and everything else. But, hey, it's there. If I get some decent weather, I'll fly. We're busy doing other stuff. Yesterday was a tour of the rum distillery. Leanne says we had a great time. I don't remember.
You're getting old.
Yeah, tomorrow is whale watching. I'm a little bit alarmed that they'll make a mistake and try and push me off the deck of the boat, get me to swim back off with the rest of the group.
You can't do that.
Who would ever know?
You can't do that. They don't want the ocean overflowing. So
Yeah, that's right.
I've actually got a question about Australia and its
You like that, Tim?
stuff.
Sorry, go, John.
I was gonna say, I actually have a question about Australia and its enforcement of the drone stuff. If they see it on YouTube. So here in America, it's sort of kind of a joke. They really have to know 100% that you were flying the drone, or the FAA can't really take action just based on a YouTube video. It needs to be 110% for sure that you were flying the drone. You could even have a part of the video where you're like, all right, I'm going to take off. But then if you cut it and it goes somewhere else, that's not actionable. And a lot of people get reported to the FAA and they find that they can't do anything because they just didn't have enough evidence. Now, I've heard from some people that in Australia, if you get caught uploading a video to YouTube, it's a lot more straightforward there. They're just like, yeah, you did it. We're going to try to find you. Is that true?
Yeah, pretty much.
Very little evidence is needed.
It's. I've actually had phone conversations with Mark Lewis, who is the head of drone enforcement for Australia. And it's pretty much the same business here as it is, for example, if your motor vehicle is captured in a speed camera or a filmed hooning or whatever, if it's registered in your name, you are held responsible unless you can get somebody to sign a document to say that they were flying it at the time. If it's on your social media, it's automatically assumed that you are responsible for it unless you can get somebody else to put up their hand. That said, what Mark Lewis said to me was they do not actively patrol through social media looking for infringements. They only act if they get a report. And I tend to believe that because, let's face it, there's always some dobbing swine somewhere who's looking for trouble. I've actually got a piece of paper printed out, and it's in my flaming drone box ready for that situation here. It goes like this, roughly speaking, I've printed on there. Before you ask, yes, I'm licensed. Yes, I've asked permission from all of the lists. Yes, I'm allowed to do this. So if you come here to ask for questions out of curiosity, fine. If you're here to tell me that I can't do this and I have to stop, yes, I can, and no, I'm not. Bye.
Well, see, this is the thing too, Al, with that video of the mountain there that I did, and at no point was my drone above 120 AGL.
And to put this in there, Matt, I'll put this out. Matt does do all due diligence because I've got, Matt's not as up on it as I am. I'm commercial. I'm subscribed to all the news groups. I get the updates from CASA all the time. Matt runs most of those past me first and says, this is what I'm thinking of doing. Will this be legal? And I'll generally go through and say, well, as long as you do X, Y, and Z, yes, you'll be legal.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
He does not follow.
So, Matt, what you're saying is you climbed up that mountain.
Mount Booger.
Yeah. No.
But basically, I guess that was the answer to my question is, yeah, the authorities in Australia need a lot less information than they do here in the United States. Because in the United States, like I said, it's kind of a joke. I know people that are out there who've gotten like bunches of letters, and these are famous YouTubers, even big YouTubers. They've gotten letters, and you knew they were flying the drone. It's like it's playing stupid to act like they weren't flying the drone, but they can't do anything because everything just doesn't line up perfectly. Like, to actually be fined by the FAA, you really need everything to line up perfectly. It's not easy. It's not easy. But we've had some Australian members come to some of my Facebook groups in the past. They actually raised the question of whether we could set them to private or hidden, because they wanted to post videos and they were just worried about the Australian authorities seeing them because they were really paranoid. And we're like, why? Like, what's the big deal? And he's like, because if they just see one of my videos, I can get in trouble.
It's happened.
It's happened.
The two that spring to mind, Matt will know, and maybe some of you guys will have heard of them. There was we have a hardware store chain here called Bunnings. It's a mega hardware chain, and they're famous for, on weekends, they have a sausage sizzle out the front. And some guy thought it'd be funny to fly his drone down there, dangling a bag with the money for one, and hover it above them and drop it. And then he hovered it while they attached his sausage sizzle and bread, and he flew it back home. He was prosecuted. That was $10,000. And then we had another bunch of guys who home built a drone capable of lifting a guy.
It was the same flight.
Well, they're actually not exactly the same, but they are related. Both family they got done, and technically it's in breach of the law, but they were out in the country, miles from anywhere. The only people they're endangering is themselves. I do think we are a bit of a nanny state. I'm not going to do it. I've got too many thousands of bucks in my certification that you could just go straight down the tube. But the truth is, I don't think it's dangerous to anybody except yourself. And in the end, I can't remember who it was. It was one of the American, I think it was Thomas Jefferson, said the three good rules of government are: first rule is protect people from the government. Protect people from the government. 2 was protect people from other people. And number 3 was under no circumstances should you try and protect people from themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Australia does a lot of that nanny state stuff that you're talking about. I mean, they do it with video games. I've seen some video games have to remove content because the Australian regulators think that stuff can't be in there. So, yeah, and I agree with you. You know, if they're out in the middle of nowhere and they're doing that, it's not a risk to anybody. Like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal?
You just got to know the rules. People need to read.
I watch.
Yeah, I know that. But, yeah, I know that. But you know what? A lot of people are out there. Just because you're breaking a rule does not necessarily mean that what you're doing is unsafe. Common sense comes into play. And I know people who are actually who follow the rules, but they may not be making a good decision. Like, just because you can take off somewhere and it's all legal doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it goes both ways.
And listen, you always make, and here's the thing, John, the more stringent they get with the rules and all that, actually the more hurried you are at a site and getting that bird up, and, you know, so people aren't gathering around me and all this other shit. And you do dumb shit. I mean, I've done dumb stuff where I didn't see a tree branch 30 feet above me, but I had to take off where I was taking off because there's traffic over here. I have to film this thing. I go up and either a gust of wind will take it back. You know, dumb shit happens when you can't take your time to launch these things.
You're under the hammer.
Yeah.
I hate that, Jim. You know, and the time I hate being approached by anybody, the public, is, you know, that minute before you get in the air. You put the drone on the ground, check your own, check the compasses, go through all of your settings. People come up and talk, and I try and be polite. Once I'm in the air, that's cool. But it's the same with the authorities. They put so much pressure on you that I don't think it adds to safety.
Right.
No, it really doesn't. I mean,
Jim, for those progress shoots I do, I don't want to like take my time. It's like it's all about the time there. So you want to make money. So I want to get there. I want to get my pre-flight checklist, and I want to be done. So I'm fighting to get in the air fast and out of the air fast.
But you have a half an hour
complete
window.
Yeah, because
you're a window for good
train. Yeah, exactly. So that, and you're dealing with Lance and putting the time in. You're going to be there, and you know how that is.
I'm going to get screwed like you because I have an air certificate of airspace authority. When we get Lank, I'm going to have to do the same bullshit you're doing. And that, again, squeezes you into a half hour or an hour. I don't know how much time they give you on Lank. How much
I usually can get it for an hour.
About an hour,
I've not tried beyond an hour. Do they have a tendency to not approve more than an hour?
I've only tried an hour. I think that's the extent of it. I don't think you can go past an hour. I think if you do it, you have to redo it again.
Well, an hour would be fine. An hour would be fine. But I don't, you know, half the time, I don't like the shots I got. It's incredible. Even in construction work, man, it's incredible. Man, I wanted this angle, or I should have got that. You know, you do it to yourself, Al. You know that.
Listen, guys, I saw a question go through before. None of us addressed it, which was from Grandma Ducky about the recommendations for starting drone. Unless somebody answered in the text that I missed.
I don't know anymore. If you're going to go Cinewood, what are you doing?
I would say price-wise, maybe the Mini, but then there's no obstacle avoidance. Right, so it's just like
if you're talking about a recreational camera drone at the moment, and you know, price, you've got the money. I think the entry level's got to be the Mavic 2 Air, Mavic Air 2. You know, it's not the cheapest, but it's pretty well featured. Good obstacle avoidance, damn good camera. They've sorted out any software bugs, and you know, it's relatively in inverted commas, relatively cheap compared to some of the others.
What is the price on that? 800 here, John?
I think
something like that.
That's just for one battery, I think, and the aircraft and the controller. It's not the.
Out here is 1,300. 1,600 with the batteries.
Yeah, that's probably the best
batteries.
1 kilo or less. Look, either the Mavic Air 2, it's a great starter, or if you want currently it's not supported by Lychee, so if you want to do waypoint missions, then the Mavic 2 Zoom or the Mavic 2 Pro. But all three of those are under a kilo. the Mavic Mini is a good little drone, but I think if it's your only drone, it has some limitations to it, particularly because of its size.
I think
And
you're right,
here-
Ari. I would
Yeah,
say
that's
the
why I
Air 2.
That's exactly why I passed on getting the Mini. Between the Wi-Fi and how it behaves in the wind, I just didn't. I see here in the United States, it really doesn't matter. 250-gram drone, it honestly just doesn't matter. I'm already registered, and the under 250-gram models still technically have to follow all the same rules. Yeah, and Jim's shaking his head because he knows that technically, if this is in controlled airspace here in the United States, I've got to get permission to fly this. I have to get permission for it. I may not have to register it, but I have to get the clearance for it, which is absurd, but that's just how the law works here.
Well, guys, I'm not going to hold it here. I just thought I'd drop it and say how do and stir up Matt, of course. You guys take it easy, and everybody in the chat. I will be live streaming to Facebook if I get an opportunity. Not anyone who wants to friend me, Ari Sean Labour. I was shutting it down, but I've reactivated it just for streaming. Until I can get 1,000 subs, YouTube's out of my reach again.
Why don't you do
So-
RMTP?
I could, Jim. I haven't looked. I didn't have enough time before the holidays to chase down every avenue. I'll stick with Facebook for now. I would prefer to be streaming to YouTube, but you can only do what you can do.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks very much, everyone, and take care.
Take care,
Bye.
Ari.
Barry.
See you next
Good
week.
luck. See you, buddy. Just let's help out Grandma Ducky here.
Where have you been? I thought we just did that.
Yeah, Ari just said, I said a Mavic Mini for the price, but there's no obstacle avoidance. And then Ari mentioned the Air 2, which is probably the best bet.
Why don't you go back and review your stream, Matthew?
Yeah, no. Now I'll give some real sense. None of this.
Oh,
crud that
boy.
you've been
Here we go. D-Log M.
Did Grandma Ducky say how much they have to spend? Like what
Rec
their budget
2020.
was?
Right. Look, you know what? Because
HDR.
That's Red Ruby's friend. I mean,
Little
Red
days
Ruby.
are over.
DaVinci
She went out-
Resolve Studio 16, $300.
Yeah. There's enough out of that.
I-
Monk. Yeah. Anyway, see, can't shut him up. Even muting him, he still goes. He doesn't care. See, Red Ruby got the Mavic 2 Pro straight up, first drone, bang, right down to the deep end. So I don't know whether she wants to do that 1,000 or less. Okay, well you're looking at the Air then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Air 2. Yep.
Yeah,
If you're willing to throw 1,000 at it, get that Air 2.
Yeah. Tony. It's only
I like
special to me. It's only special to me, mate. Only special.
Does DJI even sell the Spark, or isn't the Spark end of life?
I don't think you can buy the Spark anymore.
I was gonna say.
I don't think so. No. That's why I look after my little Sparkalina. That's what I do.
Sparkalicious.
Sparkalicious. Oh, that's right. Sparkalicious, not Sparkalina. Yeah.
I've got a Spark for sale if anyone's interested in that.
What are you doing that for, mate? You're downgrading somewhere, are you?
You know, there's people that, because these Inspire Pros are on Wi-Fi too, you know, and so people were saying, oh, let's get rid of them. As they come in with these, I told you, Matt, as they come in with these UTMs, because now in America, they're started on the second phase, they want to get this shit in by the end of the year with controlling us.
Mm-hmm. Very sad.
And you're not going to be able to do that with those early drones. That's why I said keep your early stuff. That Inspire, they have no sensors on it.
Yeah, but the only problem, Jim, where the hell you find batteries for it?
I got
Pretty Inspire.
batteries. You can
You
make
got some?
batteries. Yeah.
You can make
Really?
them.
Yeah, I got 6, and you can, I killed 6. Had to buy another 6.
Yeah, you
Why
can
are
actually make
Why are
hobby
these
grade
assholes
batteries.
doing this? Why are they doing that?
You can put hobby grade cells in the Inspire batteries. People have figured out how to do that.
Just get off your chair, then we can see your dick.
Yeah.
Come
I'm
on,
not
no.
showing it.
You're getting excited.
You keep showing that little nub.
The nub.
Oh, you're funny. You're funny. You've been looking in my bathroom window, you prick.
Look to your left. That's who told us.
Excuse me?
Nuh-uh.
See?
Oh, well, you know, spit, fart, done.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. How you doing, buddy?
Jim, Al, John, Jim, Mike. I got a quick question. I didn't want to embarrass Ari, but since he's gone, was he sitting in the bathroom doing his live stream?
No, what everybody thought.
He was over at Adrian's place.
That explains it.
That explains it. Oh, who sent me that photo in Messenger? Classic. Was that you, Jim?
Yeah.
I think Jim and Ron both did it. I've got to do that because that is hilarious. It sent me this bloody photo, and where are we?
I screen scraped it.
You screen?
I did a screen scrape, which is that Windows snip.
No, it's a snippet tool.
Yeah, whatever the hell, screen scrape.
Hey, Curtis.
What the hell?
That is.
My little buddy.
Hey, little buddy. That's him in the flesh.
When he puts his sheriff's hat on.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Oh.
I don't know how he does it when he does that.
How does he get his arms in so tiny
His
looking?
His arm looks so tiny.
Well, none of us have seen him in real life, correct? That may be the way he's built.
Could be right on that one.
That'd be Al Diaz, Grandma Ducky.
Grandma Ducky, I'd go with Al.
The drone.
No, I'm not the drone master. The drone master is the D-Log M guy from Australia, Matt.
Yeah, Matt's the drone master here.
He's the
By
cinematic.
default, since it's his channel.
I'm glad you didn't say me. I don't want to be responsible for anybody's problems.
He got enough of his own.
Got enough of my own
Jim's
shit.
the tech guy. Tech Tuesday.
Captain Ray. Yeah. Jim's the tech guy. We're just here for the comedy.
Yeah.
And you know what? The later it goes, John, the worse it gets. It really does deteriorate near the end of the show, and that's when
So,
most.
Ron,
Hey, Jim.
That's fine. We experience the same thing over at Coast. The later it gets, the more it deteriorates. No, I'm just.
Jim, you might know this. Will this work to take it off my computer and put it into the printer?
Why not? Yeah, it should have no problems at all.
Hopefully.
You get just put an STL file on it, right?
Mhm.
Like that.
Yeah, it should plug right in.
Well, let's get something printed. Let's get something going right now. Get an STL file on there and do it right now. Do it live.
Nah. I'll probably crash.
Curtis Dart has breaking news.
Breaking news. Let's see.
Thanks, Rob.
What did he break?
It's not bad news because, man, I was watching one of his live streams on Facebook. Damn, the fires just. That is something else.
Crazy.
Yeah, the haze.
I don't understand why those Californians don't do prescribed burns.
Well, you know what, Jim? Here's what happened. I think a lot of houses were built where they shouldn't have been. And the people who built those homes complained that they didn't want the smoke from the prescribed burns. And it also became a liability to do those burns. So they kind of just decided they weren't going to do it anymore. And, well, that's what happens when you don't do that.
In 1998, we had the whole state of Florida go on fire. Ever since then, they do prescribed burns every year.
And that's what they should be doing in California. And that also means that in certain places, no, you can't have your home smack dab right near where there would be prescribed burns going on. It's just, or you have to be willing to deal with it. But
This is how stupid we are, right? And I mean, the indigenous people to Australia have been doing that for thousands of years.
Right.
They do their burns because they know the shit that happens, and what comes along is some annoying group of people who have their washing out and don't want smoke going over their house. They'd rather a freaking fire. and we bow down to this bullshit. You know, where does it end? Seriously, where does it end?
It ends when your house burns down. Now you should be happy.
Yeah,
They're doing a controlled burn in Perigian right now.
Some of these rich people who bitched about the smoke in California are now having to leave their homes because you complained about smoke, but now your home's gonna get burned down. So good job.
This is the thing. This is the thing with I was flying out at a golf course. Now we're talking about people with money and all this, and they're not all like that, but we all know. And anyway, these people have got a lot of money and they live around the golf course, big houses and all this sort of shit. And I was flying my drone over the low level stuff, over the green and the fairway and a little bit of a lake and all this sort of shit. They get a phone call up at the office saying, "There's a drone flying over my house. My children are here."
Oh, that's what I get. My 17-year-old daughter's swimming in the pool. I'm nowhere near your pool, so what the fuck? Why are you?
So I didn't know she was 17. She looks 20.
That's why he got called what he got called, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I should have said she looked younger.
Oh my god.
Okay, officer.
That's too old for me.
I was just playing.
I'll take it back. I take it back.
We got to check.
Mean to stare.
We got to check Jim K Drive. Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah, but that's what we're dealing with. People who are just thinking that they're. Nothing else matters. It's me. But this is what shits me. The drone was nowhere near anybody's house, let alone flying over it. And I get this shit. Unbelievable.
I was 250 feet in the air. How the hell could they even come over and bitch? What were you looking for it?
They heard it.
250, you can't hear that thing. 150, you can still hear it. 250, no.
That's why they come at you.
But you're right. They must have heard it coming up at my house.
Yeah.
They're jealous because they can't afford one themselves.
That guy's got an air ball, too. And when he starts that thing up, she looks younger, does she, Wax?
Oh, my God.
Chris, can you imagine if I said that, Chris, at the time?
Well, you wouldn't be on the panel because you'd either be dead because he beat the hell out of you in jail.
John?
We have no teeth.
It started, John. It started.
That's fine.
Yes, it has.
That's fine. I can be on this panel, especially after the twerking thing. Apparently, everybody thought that I would be cool with that kind of thing. Andrew was so proud of me.
And you're not? I'm surprised.
Woof.
Jim didn't even know what we're talking about.
I know you had the one with the pole. I don't know where your wife was on the pole.
Oh, no, you got to see what happened on the Canadian Drone Hub at some point. Long story short, she decided to just shove me off to the side and start twerking right here in front of the camera for everybody on the hub.
I was waiting for John to smack it.
I bet that made old Roger happy.
Yeah.
It made all of them happy.
Two old guys.
The best show ever.
There you are. There's no difference to me watching the pool boy. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Grandma Ducky?
I don't know. Whoever they are, they have $1,000 they can drop on a drone, and they're coming to here to figure out what they're gonna do.
Yeah, nothing but knowledge here. What do you think of refurbished drones? Well, ask Jim. He's got one.
Oh, but it wasn't by choice.
That hurt.
Chris, do this.
Sorry, Jim.
That was good. That was good. Holy
Good one, Matt. You was on
Sorry,
your
right?
game there.
He's gonna take a smoke after that one. I mean, because that's how bad that was. Look at what you guys did.
He's got to have a whiskey or something too.
You son of a
Did
bitch.
you read my drone flying? How's it acting? Is it going good or?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not entirely happy with it. So
Well,
Really?
Go figure.
it's not flying in a straight line. When you nail it and you go in the sticks. You've got the stick straight ahead. The thing does not fly in a straight line. It goes a little bit off. I don't know if that's because they replaced two arms and two motors. And
Isn't that what the Inspire
why did
does?
they do that? It went in for a friggin' board change. I don't understand. Why they did all that shit.
Doesn't the Inspire do that too? It drifts. The Inspire.
The
Brian.
the FEMI X8 or Pro Hudson Pro. When you put that thing full stick forward and you just watch it go off to the side. Even when you pull it back, yeah, it does the same thing.
You sure your left hand ain't got something to do with it?
I'm left-handed. Try again.
Your left hand, left stick. And you are over 55.
You should swap up. Got to swap halfway through, Jim.
All right, but in all seriousness, what do we think about refurbished drones?
You know what?
Nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, no, I've heard people who've got them have had nothing bad to say about them. You know, they've gone through the ringer, obviously, to get back on the shelves. So, you know, I can't see any problem with them. It's
I bought an Inspire 2 that was refurbished. Flew great.
Did you get a good price on it?
I got a really good price on it. Real good price. So I think there's nothing wrong with it, especially if you buy from a good dealer or straight from DJI.
You know, they just had an update on that today too, with the new almost a terabyte SSD drive. Excuse me.
I'll tell you something right now.
In the drone,
all of my drones are secondhand, right? Well, what I did when I bought those drones, they're not refurbished or anything, but what I did when I bought those drones was, number one, got to be picky which one you get. Number two, whether they've got a receipt of purchase. And then number three, check that app. Now, all of my drones would have had between 3 and 5 charges on the batteries, and the total flight times and everything like that are all there. So that to me is better than a refurbished drone. You don't know how much it's been up in the air.
Yeah.
You don't know jack shit.
And
So
that right there, wait a minute, that right there is what he's talking about. Because I got a drone back with 2 brand new motors and 2 that are on the other side of it are old. So we don't know how much life those have on them, and that's what he's talking about. He
You're
knows
wondering
exactly.
when you plant it,
Right.
you know. So I would, I wouldn't even go refurbished. I'd hunt around because there is a lot of stuff.
There's
for
a lot
sale.
of people who bought them, don't use them, and are selling them.
That's right. That's right. They think they're going to get into it. There's one here for sale now, Mavic 2 Pro. Used it 3 times. Doesn't need it anymore. Yeah, 3 times.
I can actually verify that because of the battery logs. You can literally have them pull it up.
You can the battery's exactly right. That's the tell-all of everything. And always be wary of a drone for sale with Fly More pack -1 battery.
Yeah.
Where is it?
That.
Where did it go?
Yeah, that's been in the drink. You know, so as soon as they touch water, those batteries are gone. So, you know, be very studious about how and why and when you buy it, but definitely get a better drone out of the secondhand market than what a refurbished is, with no indication of what that drone's been up to. I would say.
When it comes down to it, it's an electronic motor, you know, and you got to know how many hours are on that motor. They're designed to last a certain amount of time.
Oh yeah, all of
Even
it.
DJI says, John, on the Matrice, 200 hours. They recommend changing out the motors.
Yep, that's right. And it's funny, you know, because I've actually asked before in a few places, does DJI have a suggested maintenance schedule for any of their consumer drones? Oh, do they now?
They won't sell it, but they've got maintenance manuals.
Oh, but they do have them?
Yeah, you just can't buy them. The dealers have them.
So the dealers have the suggested maintenance schedule. See, because it's kind of interesting because I just sold my Mavic Pro 1, and before I sent it out to somebody, because it had 100 flights on it, the person who bought it, and they knew that. But I changed the props for them because honestly, I didn't want to send them a drone that had 100 flights on those props. Because again, I have no idea. Are those props still good after 100 flights? Like, could they be broken down? I have no idea.
Well, that was nice of you.
What's to go with this? Point of parliamentary procedure. Ed will tell you the history.
He's just saying what I said earlier. I said air data.
Air data.
When you said check the batteries and check the hours on it, air data will tell you that.
Oh yeah, okay. Yep.
He's just making a joke out of it. Point of procedure. Putting
It'll
it
tell you about the app too. It'll tell you about the app, right? Pretty sure.
Well, the app will tell you how many times the batteries have been charged, but air data will tell you if it's ever had any problems. Period.
That's right.
Deviation and battery cell, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's free.
And Night Train FPV, I hated the brushed motor days for the small ones like this. I'm so glad we don't really do that kind of thing very much anymore.
How long would those brush motors last back in the day?
Like 4 or 5 hours if you were lucky.
Really?
Sometimes 6 or 7, but they were never very good. And you could never pull out. You can never do what you could do with these. It just wasn't possible.
It's come a long way for these tiny ones because I started off by buying those little ones, John, with the tiny little controllers, from Walmart and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Never had any luck. By the time I hit that trim tab, it's crashed already.
Yep. Yep. That Night Train's right. Swapping a motor was a pain in the ass too. Yeah, it wasn't fun to swap a motor on those.
Well, I don't know anything about that, so I'm not even gonna. I was about to ask what's the difference. I'm not gonna. I don't know crap about it.
Curtis is
It's nicer it is around here that Chris is frozen, Matt's not talking, Tim's not talking.
Oh, I'm listening, man. Y'all done gone technical on me, so I just shut up.
Grandma Dougie says, "Thanks for having me and the drone advice. Have a great night." Well, Grandma, I hope you make a decision and get the Mavic Air 2.
I couldn't agree more with Mavic Air 2, John.
Mavic Air 2.
Everybody's having fun with it.
It's small. It's easy to fly.
Let's see the sensors on that, John. Point that at your camera. I see the rear sensors right there.
I just want to unfold it, look at its beauty.
It really does look like a Mavic Mini or a Mavic 2.
There. Or a Mavic 2 in the shot.
Just pop the battery in and go. You can trust these things. That's what I like about them.
Yep, and this one, since I bought it from Paul, it was really, really great. I have all the original receipts, all the original stuff, and Paul labeled every battery too. I've got all the original stickers too. He put all the stickers.
Oh, you bought that from Paul Murray?
Yeah, Paul was selling his MA2 Flymore bundle. He very generously sold it to me for $850.
Yeah, he buys his drones and sells them.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that.
He does, and he's thinking of getting another one. He's thinking of buying
an
another
Inspire too, didn't he? And he
sold it to. He's had a few Inspires have gone through his hand. I know he sold one to Phantom Hodges. Phantom Hodges has his Inspire. Yeah.
What does he fly chip videos with?
Paul's going to get another one.
Paul flies the Mavic 2 Zoom the most because he zooms in on the ships.
Okay.
That's what
I heard he's getting another one, John. I heard he's buying another one.
That's what I've heard, that Paul is eyeing another one. Yep.
What did they say about their bird going in the drink?
Brent Nutley.
Yeah. Ejected a battery and went into the river because the battery expanded from the heat. No, not the P4 type. They click in, so it probably wasn't clicked in.
Probably. Yeah, it probably just the battery clip or whatever So
sometimes when you push them in, only like because it has a top and bottom clip, sometimes only one of them clicks in.
You got to be real careful with the spark batteries because they slide in underneath, and there was a lot of problems for a while there with some drones that they were just dropping batteries all the time.
See the problem though, Brent, and I'm not trying to crap on your parade there, is since it did go in the drink, it may fly fine now, but it's going to have corrosion. It already did have corrosion just by virtue of going in the water. So down the line, you might end up having some problems.
See, my Mavic Pro went in the water, and the sensors crapped out on it, the front sensors. Anyway, it flew okay after that. But what I did do with it was soak it with alcohol, isopro alcohol.
Right.
That's the smartest thing. Putting it in rice. I see people put it in rice and like that's honestly the dumbest thing anyone can do is put anything in rice.
Yeah, you've got to evaporate. You've got to evaporate that real quick.
You got to evaporate and displacement. Displace that water as fast as you possibly can to try to get rid of that. Because if it's allowed to dry on there, you got corrosion.
Yeah,
Plus all the crap that's in the water. What did you do, Matt?
I was gonna say, Matt, what did you do? How'd
Tell
you
me
do
what
that?
you did.
After I'd crashed it,
With the alcohol.
It was in the drink for about maybe no more than 5 minutes, right? So camera's fully submerged and all this sort of shit. The battery crapped out straight up. That's in the bin. So what I did was open up the drone, took it all apart, and took the top board out, all the shit, and made sure everything was open. And then I covered it with isopro alcohol, all through the electronics, all through that, sprayed the whole man. Now, whether it was going to get into the camera or not, the camera really did not have an issue after this either. So I'm not too sure whether water actually got in there. Who knows? But covered it with this isopro alcohol all through the motors, everything like that, and did that 3 or 4 times, and I had it in front of a fan. Now, for the next 3 or 4 days, I had a fan blowing inside this drone the whole time, just to make sure that everything was gone. But the most important part is to get that alcohol on there, to get that dried out as quick as possible. Even though it was fresh water, it's you still got to get it out there. John's right. You've got to displace that water.
Because everybody pees in the pool.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. And then Brent was just saying that it didn't take on much water to begin with. Like brushless motors, if they get wet, it's not really that big of a deal. That is not that big of a deal. But if the shell kept it from because you got it out quick enough, then you got lucky. You got lucky.
Yeah, you got to get that.
Which is the one you changed the camera on?
That was the Mavic Pro. That was the Mavic Pro. No. I've got my own change camera thing here, mate. It's not quite as easy as the Evo, but it can be done. Yeah, that was the Mavic Pro, the first one. I swapped the cameras out on them.
I saw that, man. That's probably how I found you in the first place. I saw that video, and I'm like, that took some balls. I don't know if I would go. I've had these Inspires apart, and I thought that was tough. But John, that was my first time I bought the helping hands and all that. You just can't do this shit yourself. You got to have 3 hands to hold this. The antennas on these things are plastic.
No, it's in a spray bottle, mate. That's what I use, and I soak it. I spray because the alcohol's not going to do anything because that'll evaporate.
Right.
Spray, man, and soak it up. It doesn't matter how wet it gets because it ain't going to be wet for long, and that displaces the water, as John said. And also the alcohol doesn't stay around; it just evaporates.
And you made a tunnel fan going right into it.
That's yep.
Yeah.
So alcohol is the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For
not
electronics,
whiskey, not beer.
And it really should be 99% too, not the 91% or the
pure alcohol.
It needs to be 99 because then all you're doing is adding more water to the board.
I thought we'd have to clarify that for Tim. You can't use
learn something new every day.
You can't use
that.
the beer, Tim. You can't use any of your beer.
It'd be like this: drone or cup. Drone.
Yeah. They also make an electronic
I got a
contact.
Oh, electronic contact cleaners? Yeah, that's a good idea too.
You could use mass airflow cleaner because that leaves no residue whatsoever.
I couldn't tell you because after the fourth one, I don't know. Time just stood still, so I don't know, mate.
Hey, that's like your date.
So what about this? That wouldn't work, eh?
No, mate. No.
Unearthly
Okay, so I can get
spirit.
my orange juice now. All right.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Hey, mate, well, you could cover that in a brown paper bag before you start pouring it in.
Run, run that through your kidneys, it'll be all right.
Hey, Matt, I've been to the Isa.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, well, that explains a lot, actually. Folks. It's one of those places you either walk out of or stumble out of, and
Chris has got something for us.
we have
Right
got
at the
Bill.
town clock. Right at
How
the
are you?
town clock. They were pouring the orange juice in the methylated spirits and drinking.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Rough.
Yeah. RCs won't know if I got anything for them. Well, RC, this is what I have, buddy.
Royal Crown.
Oh yeah,
13-year-old Blender's Mash. Christmas
that's
present.
nice.
You know what, Brent Nutley, you probably won't have troubles with that drone.
Yeah, no, the way you made it sound was like it went in the drink for a while and you had to go and get it out. I mean, that's
that's good.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You probably didn't even get inside of it. Now I don't know how long ago this is, or whether you even opened it up after the fact. I would have opened it right up, to be honest.
Had
Just-
no power to the electronics. How the hell did it get in the pool?
Remember, he said the battery popped out in flight.
The battery ejected, so all it did was get wet.
So it was dead when it hit the water. So it's no different than dipping it in alcohol.
Okay.
Right.
As long as there ain't no power on it, you're not going to hurt nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Bill? Newfound Drone Productions. Good to see you, man.
Well,
I'm just going to put the second lot of ribs on. Won't be a sec.
Yeah, I'll be there.
He's smoking or barbecuing?
I'll be there in about 3 hours.
Smoking, mate. I got the Boston butt on. That's been here since I started. Now I've got 2 lots of ribs going on, which will be a 6-hour cook each.
True,
Wait,
Mike.
you in the army? Is that for you for lunch for the week?
I'll be
no,
there
there's
in 4 hours.
some visitors tonight.
You got company coming, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yep. She's coming over. She's trying to impress her.
Two-legged man.
Yep.
You better get that other meat prepped and ready, Matt.
It's not the sheep again, Chris. A real woman this time. He's not talking the sheep.
It's a real.
I think you're prepping the wrong meats. You better worry about that other meat.
Matt.
He
These people
sounds
know you too well.
Too good, Chris.
Yeah.
That's it. He's like a parrot. He mimics things he's heard. Yeah.
Exactly.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Here's our little buddy tonight.
He dropped out and didn't come back. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Probably sleeping.
Just let me get these ribs on.
Oh,
Otherwise,
please do.
Yeah, hurry up because I'll be there in 4 hours.
Did you peel the membrane off the back before you doctored them up, Matt?
absolutely.
My man.
Got to pull them off, brother.
My man. Like
I've
a used
never done
condom.
that.
You gotta
How
get
hard
rid
is
of it.
that?
Oh, look, you know, it varies. Some I've had no problems. The whole thing just comes off in one strip, and there's other times there where you got to pick at it for so bloody long. It's a pain in the ass.
Paper towel.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's what I use. But these two today were quite fine. They just came off in one sheet. Thank you very much. On you go.
Hurry up,
Matt,
go do it.
Matt,
Get back.
you have to read RC Fun's diversions question. He's asking you a question.
Do you spank your meat with a Boston butt?
No. This is for me for the rest of the week too, mate. So yeah, it's feed tonight and feed for the next 3 or 4 days, mate. Beautiful. If you're going to smoke it up, don't just smoke a little bit of meat. Do the whole lot.
No one said she was fit and trim.
You know. And lights don't help, do they? We all know that. All right. I'm just gonna grab this shit. Hang on.
Yeah, go
already. Oh, Christ. 5 minutes ago, he was going to change. They're probably all burnt now.
Yeah, probably ruined.
At his house in about 2 hours, man. I'm ready for some food.
My boy put on a brisket this morning at 7 o'clock, and he sent me a picture about 10 of a. He's got a probe that runs off Bluetooth that he had hooked to his iPad.
Oh, my God.
And he can watch the temperature from work.
Nice.
All day. It's pretty cool. Hey, Matt.
I'm always fussing with mine, putting more water in the tray, the bowl underneath that has the water. Well, how do you do it?
The what?
I don't do it like it. I smoke mine for about 2.5 hours. Then the last 30 minutes to an hour, I wrap them up in foil and let them finish up.
I got the grilling up here, Tim, and then I got under. Then there's a big old. It's a square box. I forget who sells it. You open up the front door, and then the top one is your meats, and then you put your water tray, and any wood soaked in there. You could soak your wood in that water too, and then you've got the coals underneath, and you throw the wood in the coals to get the smoke up.
I don't do it like that.
It's a store-bought smoker. But they come out moist as hell, and I inject them with the butter with the spices and all that.
What kind of dry rub do you use?
Homemade. You know, I watched I got stuck watching that Memphis. What's the name of that, Chris? That's like the road to the Memphis cook-off. Memphis is the big, where you get the big winners.
You watch Barbecue Pitmasters.
That's it.
Yeah, I saw that before. Yeah, they're good.
You could get hooked on that shit.
I don't cook to win. I cook to eat.
Me too.
I know, but they get you trying different rubs, and you find out what you like and don't. You know.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's fun.
I got to use hot sauce though. I got to have hot sauce on there, and keep on dabbing that stuff all over.
See, I don't do that. I can't eat hot.
Oh, I love it.
If you want some good rub, go to meatchurch.com, Jim.
Meat jerk. I'm writing this down. Hold on.
Meat jerk or church?
Do they sell the packets or the bottle?
They sell the bottles.
Okay.
Oh, you won't be unhappy. I promise you.
Meat Church.
Meat Church. Out of Waxahachie, Texas. MEATCHURCH.
Yep.
Meat, as in meat. MEAT.
Oh,
well, their seasonings are not cheap.
No, they're not, but they're good, man.
Yeah, $65 for a set of 8.
The Holy Cow is my favorite.
I gotta take a look.
That's your flavor.
That's
your flavor.
It's a sweet heat, and it is smooth as butter, buddy.
Nice.
I see it right here.
Yeah, see, Mike's saying the same thing. You get your coals going, and you put it in the tin and close it up. Nobody uses water?
I don't know.
I
mean, barbecuing is like smoking a cigarette. There's thousands of different ways to do it.
Yeah, I never used water.
When I have you soak the chips and put it in there. There's a little box for it.
Yeah,
and you slide it in there, and it has like the levels.
Like potpourri.
Hickory, cherry, apple, peach. Peach wood's good too, Mike.
That sounds good.
That's not all that easy. Hickory around here is easy to get. The cherry and apple, no.
They have to buy it.
I got to buy another smoker. I love it.
And Brent's right. Soaks it the night, a day before, and then and then the wood smokes real good, and you put it on there.
Yeah, I do soak the chips. Yeah.
Let's ask the Aussie, what kind of wood you smoke with over there, Matt?
With pork and chicken and all that, I'll use a fruit wood. Whether it be that today is peach and apple wood, and any for the red meats and things like that, I'll put a nice hickory through it. Beautiful flavor.
Y'all have hickory in Australia?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
The pecan is good. Pecan is good to smoke with too. I use a lot of pecan.
Yes, I've used that before. Absolutely. Yeah.
Where are you getting them so easy? I would have to buy that stuff.
What's in my backyard, Jim?
I know. I'm talking to Matt.
Oh, man.
No, I buy it, mate. I buy it. I buy wood chunks. I don't buy chips. So I buy branches, and you cut them and split them. They smoke up a lot better. The chips tend to burn off too quick. Yeah, way too quick. So so half a bloody, it's about this round, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you split them, and then just lay them flat on top of the coals, and they smoke for ages, mate. Beautiful.
Now, do you soak yours in water at all?
No, you don't need to when it's a wood chunk. With the chips, you do, because as we just said, they burn too quick.
Right.
But the wood chunks, you just leave them alone, and they're fine, mate. And I'll smoke the meats for they go for 3 hours. I'll smoke them, and then it gets into the cooking stage, and that takes anywhere from depending on what you're cooking. Briskets can take 15 hours on one of my briskets, bloody thing. But you can get your ribs done easy in 6 hours with a 5 hour cook. 3 hours smoke, 2 hours cook, 1 hour as a wrap, and then sit it for an hour.
I've never trusted the outside
once
thermometer
once you
on the
melt
thing.
off the connect.
Wait, say what? Once you melt
No,
off
probe
the
it.
what?
Always use probe.
Yeah.
The connective tissues and the collagen and all that breaks down. That's when you get your tender meats, and you reach that only when you get to your temps that you need internal meat temperatures, not the pit temp. Pay no attention to that. It gives you an indication of how hot the pit may be. They're
Right.
They're really depends on what one you've got, to how accurate it actually is.
I actually think it's called the Brinkman. BRINKMAN.
Yeah, that's one brand
that I have. It's the square box.
Thanks, man.
Like when you open up the door, Chris, you've lost all heat. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Brinkman smokers.
Now, Matt,
You
do
don't
you have the thermometer and everything that you test the meat?
Yeah, I got meat probes, man, and they're all Bluetooth to my phone, and I set them to the temps I need.
Okay.
And then I'll get alerts when the internal meat temps bring them up, and with a pulled pork or something like that, I'm aiming for 200.
Well, where did you buy them at, Matt? Did you get them at Mitre 10 or Bunnings or one of them?
Bunnings sell them. There's a couple of brands they sell. You want to get one with a couple of probes in it, so you can measure the pit temp as well as the internal meat, and that'll give you a great idea of how you're burning.
Now you see how they do that there? That's what I use, and they got the tray of water underneath.
Water, there you go. Yep.
Mine's offset. I got a firebox on the side of mine.
A firebox, yeah.
You like that better? Have you tried the other ones?
I like it because the heat's
Offset
not
are
direct.
awesome.
It's indirect. I don't have to worry about
That's
burning
right.
everything up.
Yeah.
Well, see, I figure here it's going because the heat's on the bottom tray, so you're going through the water first, right? So I figure it's not as hot, but I don't know why they put a thermometer on the outside door because, like we just said, it's pretty much useless.
Well, you know what? It's not useless. If you get a thermometer that you can put on your pit, right? So you can get a pit temp, and you'll know what you want, say 275 or something like that. You can get an accurate reading from that probe. Then what you do is you look at the outside and you look at what that's reading, and then you get an indication of if you're at 275 pit temp, you might only be showing 200 on your outside one on the door. So you know that when that's at 200, your pit temp's 275. Yeah. So it's not useless. It might not be accurate, but you can work with it, and you can work out what temperatures are actually what by doing that.
See, all right, guys, I'm mean to interrupt, but I'm out of here. I gotta go. Matt, thank you. Jim, take care. John,
Good to see you, Al.
Take care.
Tim, everybody in chat.
Thank you for the video earlier this week, man.
Later, yeah, no problem. Take
What a
care,
mess.
guys.
What a mess.
See you, Al.
Later, fellas.
Take care, buddy. Yeah. See, John, drone to smoking meats to dick chairs that Tim's sitting in, all sorts of shit. Sheep.
I bet you can better regulate it with the side box than you can with the type I'm talking about. Because when you open that door,
yes,
you've ruined. You've let the heat out.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get another smoker so I can start smoking. I like smoking fish.
I've got to get one of those Bluetooth things. That's what I need.
Yeah, me
They're
too.
fantastic. They're really good.
That's pretty
And
sweet.
They're not that much, right, Matt? They shouldn't be. I don't reckon.
No, I can't remember how much I paid for them. You can pay $100 for a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depends how much you're into it, you know. It's good having multi. It's good having multi because, as I said, you can do your pits and internal temperatures at the same time. You know, it gives you a great idea, and especially when you're doing something like a brisket or a Boston butt. You've got to really keep your pit temp really steady so that your meat can start to cook, because if it gets into a meat stall, this is what happened to me with a brisket. 15 hours later, I'm trying to get this meat to raise temp, and I had to wrap it. I had to raise it up, all sorts of shit, just to try and get this meat to break through that. And when it did, it was all fine. And boy, oh boy, you don't want to be serving your meat at the wrong temperature. Otherwise, it will be a chewy piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
What happened that it stalled?
Oh, they do that every now and again. You'll get a meat stall where you it doesn't matter what you're doing, the meat will just stay at a temperature, and then you got to bust through it. Once it busts through that, and then it starts to break down all the shit inside the meat, and as I said, the collagen, connective tissues, and all that is what you want to get rid of. But that adds flavour to the meat as it all disperses into the meat. That's what gives you all the flavour and stuff like that. Especially with, that's why they say the marbling through the meat and all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
That's the stuff you've got to look at to get the flavour to disperse into that meat. Because as that marbling all breaks down, that's where your flavour comes from, man.
All right, I got a question for you guys. What do you use to clean your damn grill grates? How do you keep it clean? You just burn it up?
Burn the shit out of it. I got a which I did just then actually. I just got a metal brush and just give the top a bit of a scrape, and that's about it. And that just gets rid of all of the loose shit. But be aware though, when you do that, it's good to wipe it down, because once you start breaking all that shit off, you've got black crap everywhere, and you put your meat on it, and you'll just end up with old burnt shit all over it. So it's good to give it a bit of a wipe. But yeah, no, it's I generally just get the dags off it, because really when it comes to barbecuing, there's no germs or anything like that, because you're cooking, mate. It's clean as in there, sterile. It may not look it on some barbecues.
Your initial fire, when you get that sucker rolling before you start cooking, will take care of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You just wipe it down, hit it with a steel brush, and be gone.
That's what I do. And then after I'm done barbecuing and everything, I'll just wipe it with oil and keep it fresh and keep a towel over it sometimes.
It's good, especially if you have run a brush over it. It's good to oil them up to stop the rust, especially on a cast iron plate and things like that. You want to an olive oil, just a spray or something, done, and it'll be fine.
My last grill was a Weber Q, a real big ass Weber Q. And now I want to get a Weber, like a baby Weber, about that big. I don't need something big.
Baby one.
I love the Weber grill that I have, man. They make some good stuff.
Yeah,
Webers are great, and I set mine are just normal Webers, normal size Webers, but I set them up to smoke using the snake method, which is fantastic.
What is that?
You set your coals up, and over time you realize you will know how much to do. But you set your coals up in a semicircle around the perimeter of the base of the thing. So you set them too high and around, and then after your smoking period, you set another few beads up top there. So then that automatically raises your pit temp, because that's going to be your cooking stage. So as it's finished its smoking at low heat, it automatically starts to light the third row. And then your pit temp raises. So you can sit there and I've got it to a point now where I can just walk away basically. But I do spray them every 45 minutes. I'll go out there and I'll spray it with apple cider and water just to keep it moist so it doesn't burn. But you want a nice bark on it anyway, and with the brown sugars that are in the rub that I'm using, they caramelize up. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
And once I've wrapped it and it's cooked, I'll unwrap it, and then what I've got is a barbecue sauce, honey, and some apple cider vinegar, and you mix that all up. And what you do is you coat the shoulder with this rub. Pit temperature's up there, and all you do is keep it open, pop it in for 15 minutes. That top then glazes over. Boom, crunchy. Thanks very much.
Yum. I'm getting hungry now.
Oh, tough to stay on the diet with that around.
Ain't that the case? Yes.
Ooh.
Lloyd, how are you? Grumpy vlogger.
I like hungies too. Hungies are pretty good. I love them.
Hungies, right? They I find hungies though they haven't got much flavour. They're very bland. Beautiful meats, beautiful and tender, but they don't use a lot of spices and things like that. You've really got to add shit after the fact to give it a bit of kick. How are we going here?
Well, let me ask you this, man.
Sorry, mate.
I'm sorry. How are y'all set up on the sausage? Like, here I got a friend of mine who makes Polish sausage, German sausage, jalapeno cheese sausage. Y'all got that in Australia?
Yeah,
we do. Yeah, I've got the chorizo sausage at the moment. I put that in with the ribs when I smoke them. So after the smoking process, I've still got another 3 hours before I can eat those ribs. So the chorizo sausages that I put around the outside, they're done. 3 hours, they're smoked up and cooked, and you just have a few beers and munch out on them and wait for the ribs to cook.
Where I live, Chris, they got a German bakehouse, and it has all German sausages and
nice. Do y'all still have a Kmart over there?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Australia still has Kmart.
They shut them down over here.
Bring the past over here.
We've got Target. No, we haven't got we haven't got Kmart anymore because Kmart Auto shut down.
We got Kmart still in Noosa.
Really?
Yep.
Definitely in Perth West as well. One of my friends, Perth West OZRC on here. He's always buying drone crap from Kmart. and we laugh because it's like you go to Kmart all the time, and that's like a relic here. That shut down long ago. They took Kmart out of Jersey long time ago.
What about in Jersey? There used to be a store called Ames. Remember that Ames?
I was probably too. That was before my time.
Okay.
Oh, how old are you? How old are you?
I'm 30.
Younger. Jesus.
Just a kid. My kid's age.
I remember being 30.
I don't.
There was
I don't. I was drunk at the time.
You remember Grand Union by chance in Jersey, Tim?
The what?
I remember Grand Union Shopping Center. Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Union. Yep.
Those are gone, but I remember those as a kid. Grand Union, they had that.
What about my local 704 Teamsters? Are Teamsters still around?
No, not that I know of.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. That's the 704 is your union, right?
It used to be, yeah.
I couldn't vouch for that. I'm pretty sure.
Sears is closed. Is Sears not there?
Kmart, Sears.
Sears is
specials.
Sears is gone. Yep.
Store, Computer City,
Bells.
Circuit City's gone. Yep.
Bells is
gone.
Radio Shack is gone.
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack is J-Car over here.
They still sell online here, but they closed all their stores up.
What's your CB joint in the Pilot truck stops? There's
still got Pilot.
Yeah.
Flying J.
That would be Radio Shack, Matt. That would be Radio Shack at your truck stops. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Or is it Route 66 or
Route 66? Well, that's the major highway.
That's what runs through Missouri.
Yeah,
that's only a county road, no, there, isn't it?
And there's not all of it still there.
It's a state highway. It's a state highway, isn't it?
It runs through several states, but some of it ain't there anymore. Get your kicks on Route 66.
Yeah, it used to be a major highway, but it's not anymore. I thought it was a brown sign over there now, which is a county road, isn't it?
Holy shit!
Depends on the state.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because that ran all the way down from Illinois, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to go on it, but I had me truck, so it was a little bit. I wasn't game to turn off because
It's a two-laner, wasn't it? Just a two-laner.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Like a touristy type road.
It was.
Yeah. I'd like to take a car down on sections of it and just follow it up. I don't even know where I was, but I was talking to a lady over there. She didn't even know what Route 66 was. Wouldn't have a clue.
These youngins wouldn't know shit now.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, it's where what's the name died in his F1.
All they know is this.
What's his
Jimmy
name?
Dean? Jimmy Dean?
In his F1, yeah, he died on Route 66.
That's all kids know is this.
Was he on 66? He was at an intersection.
I'm pretty sure it was Route 66.
Because he was out. I think.
What road did actor Jimmy Dean die on?
Yeah.
I thought he was either Nevada or California.
He died on California Route 46.
46.
There you go. 46, not 66. I thought he would.
Yeah. God damn.
Oh, wait. Let me put this up because I don't want to get anything wrong here.
Tim, where I live now, Route 66. That's a big deal because it runs through Missouri.
You see that? It says former 446, so I don't know if that ran into 66 at all.
I don't know.
You know how some roads run into?
Yeah, like Matt said, intersection or whatever. Yeah.
What's up, Rick Albert? Rick Albert's in the house. Good to see you, buddy.
Well,
Yes, indeed. I hope you're doing well, man.
Hope you're
There
feeling
you go.
good.
I sent you a message, Rick.
Lloyd said, not James Dean, not Jimmy Dean, Jim.
Yeah, Jimmy Dean was a sausage
Jimmy
maker.
Dean sausages, yeah.
Are they still around?
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, I missed that.
Love Jimmy Dean sausage.
Hey, Chris, was that were those photos from tonight? Were they, mate?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
A lot of colour, and this is the problem with fires; they cause this beauty.
Yeah.
That's now I'm in East Texas. I'm 1,000 miles from Al.
So you got no smoke in the air there?
Nah.
I saw a lot of pictures from Oregon that have it too.
Just
news over here.
As Mikey would call it, smog. Little
smog.
Little haze on the horizon this
But
evening.
you get that. Chris gets color over that lake that he shoots from. He's
Whoa.
always had good color.
What's up, Mel?
You just,
How you doing?
You just scared the cat out of the backyard there, Matt. You went full screen. Sorry. Go ahead.
That'd scare a fucking wolf off. That would.
So Matt.
Hello, Mel.
3 hours later, Matt. Mel joins us. Rick Albert joined us. The Grumpy Vlogger Lloyd joined us. Mike
Man.
Night Train came here a little bit ago.
Man, what are you doing, boys? Seriously, they must have just finished their naps. Bloody. Now the grumpy. No, it's true because Lloyd usually has a nap before he goes to bed.
Yeah. Famous for sneaking a nap before bedtime.
And Mel's here too. Mel. How are you? Oh, there you go, Mel. Sorry to disappoint you, mate. Sorry.
We were talking about sheep, though.
Yeah. There you go, Chris. I just got.
I know what you just got. Enough. Enough.
Jesus.
You got a little rise in the sky, buddy. Just chill out.
Back up.
Oh, look at you in a whole new light now, Chris. I don't need Adrian's estrogen pills either.
I married a Kiwi. Barbara.
Yeah, well, yeah, that. Yeah. Well, Adrian, he's done a no-show tonight, so he just disappeared. I didn't even think he said see you later anymore.
He like an elephant fart, just left.
Said he was going to cook.
Elephant farts hang around for a bit longer than that, Chris.
Now you would know. You came in from outside saying because your friend had farted.
Yeah,
that's right.
I can't do a repeat of last Friday night. That's enough.
Is that Megan sitting next to you, Tim? Like I can't tell. I think there's a person. Oh, there is a person there. Okay, the black shirt is just blending with the rest of the room. I literally couldn't tell if there was a person there or not.
Yeah, remember when I told him to look to his left?
Yeah.
See,
I thought he was looking at the pinstripe.
Nope, she's sitting right there. Listen to all you terrible men.
Yeah.
She left, went and got that table, got me that flash drive. And,
Well, tell her I'm sorry.
Nah, she's hurt.
No, you're not.
I don't know what I've done, but I'll apologize.
There you go.
Jesus is loud.
Nah, she's all right.
Lloyd will be out of here soon because it doesn't take him too long before he goes to sleep once he pops the show on. So it won't be far away. Good on you, Lloyd.
Little bedtime music.
Ever the gentleman.
All the music.
Who needs
Hey,
that
did you see the legs on that boy when he got up out of that chair?
These are skinny chicken legs, yeah.
Chicken legs.
Last week I said some people should not wear shorts.
Yes, you
And
did.
here he goes. He's gone out the back to scratch around to find some seeds.
All right. I heard that. Y'all hear about them chicken legs? Come on.
Do me a favor, Tim. Just go like this for a second.
Yeah. Whoop-oh. He went and got his 107 where he could fly that thing.
That's a fellow Australian.
Here we go. It's the chair of my legs. What the hell's next? No, don't. No.
You gotta stop.
Don't do.
You shouldn't have mentioned the chair.
Be nice if your wife's in there with you.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. I'm putting pants on.
No. You just don't get up.
Yeah. Just leave it to the imagination, Tim.
Thanks.
We're fine, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Love you too, bud. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.
It must be 1 PM. There it is. You told me you didn't crack a beer until 3 p.m. every day.
This is Saturday. Man.
No, you said every day. You didn't say weekdays.
Oh, did I?
Every day
yes, you did.
includes Saturdays.
Oops.
I heard his lady laugh when you said 3. So that's not.
I usually don't because Friday I was in class all day and I was mentally screwed. Got home at 4:30. Yeah, Thursday, and I came back and I cracked a beer. Oh my God! They gave me Friday off as an RDO, so I got trapped. Well, you know, Matt, I got really pretty much wasted that.
What you want to do is actually apologize to John the way you spoke to him. To be honest,
I remember everything, Matt. So don't try that.
He has no class, too.
Yeah,
YouTube remembers it, Tim.
It does.
Oh yeah.
It's called rewind.
Never forgets.
Hey, John, how long ago was it when your wife was twerking Roger and Paul?
3 weeks ago.
God. That was like 2 or 3. I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago, man. Yep.
I'll have to go find that.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm sure if you ask Paul or any of them, they'll give you the exact timestamp.
Well, I'll ask you in the morning.
They'll have it bookmarked.
So that would have been 70 shows ago.
Well, with how much Roger goes on live, yep.
Roger is the man.
He's hardcore in the live stream world. He's just on constantly.
You know it, Tom. You know it.
You're right, Tomas.
But he uses Zoom, right? So Zoom doesn't care how many hours you use.
Nope.
StreamYard either. You can be live as long as possible.
Oh, you mean time-wise, but you can only get 20 hours a month.
I think if you're free, right, it's only 20 hours a month. But if Roger pays for Zoom, so there's no limit.
I wouldn't doubt that because he does so much more. I get a warning near the end of the month where, you've almost reached your. See, I do about 20 hours a month. It used to be 4 streams because that was 5 hours a hit. But we tend to cap them at around 3 hours these days. But on several occasions, we've just babbled on so much bullshit, and all of a sudden, 5 hours later, we're going, "What the hell just happened?"
That's true.
Ooh, it was 5
Holy
hours.
shit! It's 2 a.m. here. Remember that?
Yeah, dude, I do. And you want to think about audience retention? It goes down to about 3% when you look at the analytics on a 5 hours.
That's right, Night Train. If he's not on, then Paul will be on in place.
Hey,
Man,
Mike, you got to help me with this thing. I might need some of your info. Yeah. I don't want to mess it up. I calibrated it and everything's good, but still gotta. I just don't understand why it's not connecting to my laptop. I don't understand why. Crickets.
No, I'm just back looking at that audience retention. I'm just amazed that 59% stay for 1 minute. The
Really?
average view time is 1 minute 21 seconds out of a 2-minute video.
It must be your makeup, Jim. Sorry.
Unbelievable.
Or lack of.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. That is just crazy, the attention span.
What the heck?
That's one thing you can't fix is people's attention span these days. It's just pretty bad in general.
Yeah, it's the same for me in the bed.
And this is why kids are having so much trouble with the outside world, because they're used to bam, 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 bam every second to keep their attention somewhere.
Yeah.
And once
Instant gratification.
Yeah. And once they put their shit down, they look at the trees waving in the breeze. That ain't interesting. You know?
Yeah. I used to give my son a BB gun and said, "Here, go play." Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, what's wrong with that? If you're outside, you got the woods.
I taught him how to shoot, so he was
Yeah.
a good shot. Yeah, he was good.
I was
But
taught at 12. What age did you teach your son?
7.
7? My father took me to the range at 12 when we were shooting 22 long ranges.
I was 5 years old, Jim, down South Carolina, and my uncle said, "Here, hold this," and it blew me back about 5 feet.
When you shot it, yeah.
Shotgun.
Shotguns will do that, yeah.
Yeah, well, that,
Just start off with a 410 or a 12.
12. He said, "Here, boy, shoot this," and I held it, just thinking, okay. Boom! Blew me right back, and everybody laughed.
did you have it under your arm or on your?
You
have
could
it
separate. You could separate your shoulder if you do it wrong.
You got to hold it firm. Yeah, it blew me back. Shit hurt.
Yeah, well, it's probably a bit much for a 5-year-old on the shoulder.
Then I got into I did a 22 long rifle. I did a 40-06. I did a single shot 410 for my duck season. Yeah, they were good. And then 410 for my skeet shooting because I used to be in competition, and that was awesome. I love skeet. Yeah.
That teaches you how to. It's good for duck hunting because it teaches you how to get ahead of it.
Get ahead of yep. Not too far ahead. Then you shoot it in the head. And,
What y'all killing?
Yeah, we shoot.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd ask what y'all are killing.
No.
Duck hunting. Back in the day, down in South Carolina, I told Jim, I said, my uncle said, "Here, boy, shoot this," and it was a 12 gauge. Did I miss something?
Yeah, because we didn't shoot Matt.
You get my duck call and go down. Show how it's done.
You didn't hear his duck call in, mate?
No, I used decoy.
Oh,
I
you
used
keep
decoy.
cutting him out. Hang on.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it. Do it.
Turkish.
I did it again. Okay, go again. Go.
Oh no, I'm ducked
Oh
out.
my God! shut-
Matt, come here.
You know what? You know what I hated duck season is when they did a dead dive. I hated that.
What,
What
trying
they
to
do-
find it?
No, they spiral. Yeah, they spiral down, and when they hit the water, they grab whatever down there, and yeah, you lose the bird. Shit.
We just let them land on the water and then shot them, Tim.
He does that with people too.
I remember my granddad. He went duck hunting with me one time, and he goes, "Oh, it's still alive. Go get it, boy." And I was like, "Okay." And I grabbed it, and he's going all over. And my grandpa took it and went, "There you go. That's what you were
Wring
supposed
his
to do."
neck. Yeah.
For
Wring
heaven's
his
sake.
neck.
Yeah,
That's
he
where the
taught me-
term comes from. Wring your neck.
Nah, he taught me a lot. God bless him. Yeah.
You can. You kids don't even get taught that today.
No.
No. Have you got a shooting app?
Have you got a app? Yeah,
The
no shit.
shooting app. Oh my god.
Safer. Yeah, you pull up a shooting app on your gun. Don't mess with me, man. I got this app.
You take the kids today, put them in the woods, take away their cell phone.
They
They don't
wouldn't
even
know
know
it.
what the hell camping is. You know.
My granddad used to make us start the fire. He used to make us go out, get wood, everything. Kids today, they don't even,
That's what Ron was saying when he went up Alaska there, and he had no cell phone whatsoever, and he said it was so peaceful.
Yeah, I
There was
can
just
imagine.
nothing.
Yeah,
I
well,
would
look
love
at this crew. Who calls him?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
happy to hear. He's happy to hear from a few of us, Jim.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Just
I'm
you're not one of them.
Yeah.
Jesus, Jim. You're on a roll tonight, aren't you?
I was due one, Tim. I've given him enough shit the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's my turn for one. Just don't forget it.
Chris
gave
gets,
him-
when Chris gets on, when Chris gets on, he gets on. It's like when Adrian used to get, in the old days, when Adrian used to get on. When Adrian was fun.
Well, Adrian's still fun. He's just being a dad now full time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's weird? Adrian thought that we banned him over at Coast to Coast Drones, and
I saw that the
Yeah.
other night. I saw him
that
typing
that literally bewildered a lot of us because like that didn't happen.
I thought he
What?
was kidding.
What?
He
I was
types in
thinking
the
it was-
chat that why was I banned or something like that, right, John? Tell you
Yeah.
story.
Mm-hmm.
It was Wednesday night during Coast to Coast Drones. I was watching, and
I hate I missed that because I would have told him, "You damn right, you got banned."
was that a surprise?
No, why are you shocked, Adrian?
Why did that surprise you?
Wanker, you jackass wanker! I can hear him now.
But yeah, go ahead. You were watching one night, and he
Hey, good on you, Rick.
Yeah,
Yes,
Rick,
sir,
I
Mr.
mean, come on.
Rick.
Rick,
Say Rick.
Rick supports
Rick
everyone else all the time.
Dead
yes,
right.
he does.
Dead right.
Oh, what? Can you get me that? 'Cause
Oh,
I wanna
Brent.
stand up. Chris will say something.
Really
Come on.
fast.
Come on, chicken legs, get up there.
I have that.
That's from is from Rick Halbert.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Fine.
He's the man. He is the
You
man.
come
And I
full
got it, on my it arrived on my birthday. How the hell? That's pretty cool.
Ah, good for you,
That is too much.
Brent Nunley. I like to shoot teal. it is really a challenge because them suckers are 100 miles an hour. Them and wood ducks.
Teal.
Yeah,
Teal.
they are so fast.
Yeah. Hey, hello, Hoser. Marcel. What's up, bro?
Woodies are beautiful birds, but man, they hard to kill.
Oh, they are. Well, what was good about it? My best friend's dad, he was an artist, so what he would do is like make plaques and awards, but he made me a bunch of decoys, and he brought them over like on Christmas or whatever, and he was like, "Here you go, this is for next season," and they worked a treat. They worked it. They looked so real. It was unreal. I used to love it.
Yeah, I tell you what, we still duck hunt. I don't duck hunt as much as I used to, but it's fun. Dove hunting is fun too, and that started on the first for us.
I never tried that.
Now, do they still have doe season over there, Chris?
Yeah, well, they've got it rolled here in Texas. They've got it rolled in with regular season. You can kill doe like only 4 days out of 2 months.
Yeah, okay, it's still the same. All right.
In New York, we used to get tags. You got like one doe tag.
We got tags too.
I did a lot of duck hunting as a kid, but you know what? I always hated it when that dog would laugh at me when I missed a shot. I missed a shot. Yeah, Jim knows what I'm talking about.
You hunting with Scooby Doo? What dog laughs?
Nobody remembers duck hunt for NES.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh man.
The dog would laugh at you if you missed, and the gun was impossible to use.
I'll just say something to Michael here. Don't feel too bad though, mate, because Tim actually had to send Rick $100 to do that for him.
That's the thing. I never sent anybody. I'm just getting
a nominal fee.
I'm just getting things in the mail that I was like, what? And it's unreal.
He was going to send you something to cover up that chair, but it was too big to ship.
Yeah.
Or that face. One of the two.
Thanks, Chris.
Couldn't get that from the chemist to cover up. Not even in the big man section.
I need to be circumcised.
Mel got a laugh out of that one, hunting with Scooby Doo. NES duck hunt.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I never played a game in my life.
You a tail.
I didn't like games. I don't like games for some reason. And everybody's telling me to get this simulator and Velocidrone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a great sim, man.
See you, Mel. Thanks, buddy. Cheers, mate.
Could you have shot Scooby Doo?
I would have shot Scooby Doo. Raggy, he hit me.
Oh, Raggy.
Velocidrone is a lot of fun, Tim. And, if you want to do FPV, which I know you say you do, you want to start on the sim so you can get a feel for it and crash that drone a million times and not cost yourself money unnecessarily.
Why do you say it's so derogatory like that? Like, as you say you do.
Because he just went and spent like $1,000 on a 3D printer when he said, I really want to get into FPV. I'm saving up for FPV.
I told y'all I got an addictive personality.
And now he's going toward 3D printing.
You see all this stuff back here. It's very addictive. very addictive.
Yeah. Tell me something, though, Tim. How long have you been involved with drones? Actually, how long have you been on YouTube? I can't remember you for a couple of years.
YouTube. I created an account a long time ago because I had friends and everything on YouTube because I used to be.
You have friends?
Shut up. And I used to be in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And I'm still in Bitcoin, but I don't do as much as I used to trading all that stuff. And end of December, I started getting into drones. I was like, this looks pretty cool. But when I was a kid, we used to do rockets and everything like that. And
Estes rockets.
Yeah.
That's where I started.
I flew the Mini and I was like, whoa, that's pretty damn cool, And got into it.
They've come a long way.
Never found a condom for the chair. Thanks, Rick.
So you never get one. You gotta go to the zoo or a veterinary clinic to go get something that'll cover it.
That'd be a camel condom.
Would be at least. At least.
Double hump.
Y'all are just so wrong. Okay, shooting ducks back to the chair again. All right.
Well,
Elephant
you only
Eagle.
have to see the donkey show once in your life to know that you don't need to see that again.
No. I'd go back the second night to see if it was as bad the second night.
No.
Oh my god.
There used to be porn in the old days.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, not good.
When I was a whippersnapper of John's age.
Yeah, Chris. 30 years old. Oh my god.
Neighbor's
Oh,
gonna come down the street and get on you again. Easy, Jim.
He's not going to want to come back again, mate. John. Leave him alone.
I know. Everybody thinks I have a stick up my butt or something.
Oh, you know what, Matt? You know what? We can see tonight if Al has always been full of shit because John has his pods in.
Nobody's going to say anything about him just pulling his pussy up from the floor. No, nobody's going to say anything about that.
I want to, and I had one. I just couldn't do it.
We got him the first time, but now he's got another cat.
It's not a cat. No, never mind. Just kidding.
He's just a whore, isn't he?
Only 2 cats here. I couldn't handle 3.
Oh, there's the other one behind him.
Oh, well,
Look at that! Look at that tail going. Jesus, it's very excited.
There, where's your other hand at?
Well, what's down there? Have a look down there. What's that? Look.
Oh my god!
Welcome to the show, John.
Well, his cat matches his beard.
That's true. We do. We're matching.
Now, why would that be?
Where does the beard end and the cat?
The other
start?
cat's white. How did that happen?
That's why I gave you the blanket.
You'll have to raise your tail up, see what it is there, Matt.
Mating with the cat.
Poor girl.
Does
Well,
it matter?
they'll fight if I let them get close to each other. They still fight, unfortunately.
Is that other one Garfield? Looks like Garfield. Well, right now, how it's sitting, it looks like Jabba the Hutt.
She's just super fluffy. She's just really fluffy.
Fluffy. Oh.
Phallic images.
It's a fluffy pussy.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere.
Oh, John. It's after 10. He can get loose now.
Well,
Back to manscaping.
that cat was born in 1974.
Oh my god. What year were you born, Matt?
69.
69. Oh shit. I'm a 71 model.
Whippersnapper.
Kids. You're both kids.
Yeah, right.
59.
59. Damn, you're old.
59.
Just kidding.
You're older than 59.
I'm 61.
Yeah.
61.
Learn how to count.
Well, good on you, man. You don't look 61.
I was just gonna say he does not look 61.
I thought you said you were 59. Sorry, you were
I
born.
was born in July of 30th of 59.
What year model are you, Chris? What year model are you, Chris?
66 model.
66. Same as my brother. So Chris he's as old as my oldest brother. Matt is the same age as my middle brother. 66, 69, 71. That's us three.
Jesus, more of you?
Shut up.
My mom and dad 66 Impala.
But you know what? That's when we had kids. I mean, I come from a family of 6. Nowadays, you have one kid. You can't afford more than one.
Yeah. I had a 69 Chevelle. Does that count for anything?
Don't you wish you still had it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I do.
All the cars I've been through that I wish I had.
I like that age range.
GTOs.
GTOs.
You know what shits me? When I was driving down the road the other day, I never really took much notice of these. I'm driving down, there's a big, massive billboard. Over 50s living, and they got all these pictures of these old folks all laughing and ha, and I'm going on. And I just thought to myself, holy shit, I could move in there now.
Yeah. Do we get a card for after being 50? Do we get like a discount card?
No, I got an invite to go to the hospital to get shit shoved up my ass.
Yeah, me too. I got that. Yeah, I got that a month ago.
I actually went and did that.
So yeah, we heard all about that.
$300 bill to prove it.
Yeah.
So did he have a glove up to here?
I don't know. They knock you out.
Oh, Jesus. That's all over YouTube now.
I said, if you're going to do that, mate, I insist you don't wear a glove. Go. And he didn't want to do it then. I don't know why.
And then Jim looked in the mirror. There was a phone number on his back.
Yeah, I said for a good time.
For a good time, call this number.
Claw mark on the shoulders.
This guy's easy.
Good on you, Chris. Yeah, it was a Super Sport. Yes, it was.
Red Ruby 61 model.
61 there, Red Ruby. Yeah.
And the Chevelle I had was the original orange with black stripes. Super Sport. Beautiful.
Yes,
Beautiful.
it is.
My buddy had growing up, he had an Olds 442. That was a nice car, stick. Nice car to leave rubber with.
A 442. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Man.
Well, the original Chevelle SS, or the Chevelle SS, they came with a 6-cylinder, so. But it was beautiful. Beautiful.
I had a Dodge Cornet, had a 383 in it. I put a Holly double pumper on it. That thing, light in the rear end. That car was, man. That would
double pumper.
You could leave smoke and you could go on 2 wheels.
650 double pumper.
Hollies, yeah.
Yeah, 650. Yeah. Well, that car came with a quad jet. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure the Chevelle did. It had a quad jet.
I don't know.
And then I took that off and put a 650 on it.
Just remember, you had your 350s and you had your 351 Clevelands.
Oh, Cleveland's.
Everybody was about big blocks. We didn't know what gas mileage was back then.
Yeah, but wasn't the Windsor better than the Cleveland?
The Windsor is, yeah.
You get people on both sides of that fence.
Well, I always thought the Windsors were better, I reckon.
My mom had a 72 Torino with a Cleveland in it. And the last time I seen 120 was when the needle went past it.
A Torino?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Ford Grand Torino. It would fly.
Jesus.
Were those Quadrajets a motorcraft, Carby?
No, they weren't Mopar.
They're about they weren't Mopar. No.
He said motorcraft.
Chris did.
No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. No, a quad jet. It came standard on the 6 cylinders. Pretty sure.
6. Okay.
There you go.
Straight 6. Yes.
Car Quest.
You ever seen a Flathead 6, a Ford Flathead 6?
Yeah, you can't tear them up.
Been a long time, man. Long time. It would be like in that Ford 60s car.
They put them in old pickups.
Well, I saw a straight 6, slant 6.
Can't remember. It's weird to see a Flathead 6. It is really weird.
Never seen it.
It's a straight 6, and it's just a flat ass head.
I was just flat. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, the head's not flat. They ain't got no
Holy shit. Hey,
No, they do.
Might call this one, fellas. I've got to get going and do some stuff.
Yeah, it's only 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
I got to figure this printer out. You got to figure this damn thing out.
They'll do a live on it, mate. You'll go for 20 days.
It probably came in an instruction book, but hey, who needs that?
I did read the instruction. You smart ass. You.
You got to find you a program that you like, that you're comfortable with. If you're going to be making your own stuff.
I got a flash print for it. So.
All right.
Matt, have a good day, buddy. Enjoy your supper.
Shall do. Chris, thanks, buddy.
Thanks
Take
guys.
care.
Jim.
You guys
Tim,
take care.
See you guys. We'll see y'all somewhere.
Take care, everybody. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, see you, Jim. Bloody hell. Hey, John, thanks, mate. Thank you,
You
very
too.
much.
You take care. It's been awesome.
That was funny shit, mate. Good on you. Good stuff. All right. Thanks very much, everyone. Again, 3.5 hours of total nonsense, really. Oh, no, we did talk about some good stuff today, which is makes a change, to be honest. But thanks very much. Anyway, Mike Kenny, Night Train, Thomas, Rick, Grumpy Blogger, Red Ruby, everyone, thank you very much again for joining us on this lovely, lovely day. Don't forget tomorrow too, my video coming out of the beach, Double Island Point and all that sort of stuff. Really, really nice area. So check it out if you want to. That'd be awesome. Thanks, Lloyd. Catch you later, buddy. So hopefully we'll catch you again, same time, same channel next week. And you have yourself a fantastic weekend, everybody. And I shall see you all then.